Welcome back to another episode of Roll for Hugs. We're joined by Rob playing Rando, Brian playing Sim, Ida playing Kelladrey, and Dan or Twiggy playing Papaw. We're picking up back in Maribia after our adventurers return from Orc territory, having slain a young behemoth, or frog behemoth, as it were. Am I getting feedback?
I'm hearing it too.
Not sure if I can turn that down. Not sure who it's coming from. Anywho.
Anybody got speakers rather than headphones?
Nah, I've got a headphone on, but I'm gonna pause it.
Ida's icon is the one that's lighting up with that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, I'll turn that down a little and hopefully that'll help. Yeah, we're back in Maribia. It's the evening time, or almost night by the time the boat that our heroes have hired out returns to the docks, and they have the head of this frog behemoth, or frog-hemoth, with them, and we'll pick up there.
Did we go back to we went back to Maribia, not to the town, correct?
That's correct.
Let's go turn our stuff in.
Yeah. Get the medallions.
Yeah, I want that fourth medallion. I got plans for that thing.
So yeah, if you return to the mansion of Barmos in the northern section of the city, they will bring you into a room with Elian Inafine. You remember what he looks like? There he is. And he will take the thing's head and hand each of you a medallion. Say, very impressive. It's not often you see a creature such as this.
It was being controlled by a 15-year-old boy.
That's concerning. What of the boy?
But we got his body in the boat if you'll check it out.
He had an accident.
Well, these things happen when you start performing tasks out of your depth.
That's true. Wait, that was mildly insulting, wasn't it?
Well, we've sent down some of my representatives into the crypts. We have been unsuccessful so far in getting our information, but if you would like to hear an update, feel free to come by tomorrow. They should have returned by then.
Probably a little out of their depth.
He gives a bit of a smirk and returns to his chambers. So yeah, each of you gets a medallion that you can turn in for magical items.
I'd like to do that.
Alrighty. Do you want to try to do it now, or
Where do we have to go back into the town to do it?
morning?
All right. So can I turn mine in? I don't know which one I can get. I'd prefer Belt of Frost Giant Strength, but Fire Giant is also super duper rare.
Let's see.
But they're both kind of the same category, but Frost is a higher strength level. So I figured it probably wasn't going to be available as readily.
Yeah, so the Belt of Fire Giant is the only one available currently.
Well, I'd like to get that bad boy.
Alrighty, yeah. So you
Is there a way via the not the journal, but what's it called, the compendium, to look up the stats on some of the stuff?
I think a lot of them are in there. I think if you click on the eye and like type in like.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and type in the name of one, it'll pop up usually.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you go down to the magical district where you find a shop called the Sleeping Owl that handles miscellaneous items. Yeah, and he'll trade 4 medallions for a belt of. Actually, there's
the frost.
Yeah, there's the frost giant strength.
I'm sorry, I had it backwards. The fire giant is higher than the frost.
Okay.
So
he
whichever one is.
Yeah.
He has both.
Yes.
Oh, I'll definitely take the fire then.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty. Anyone
I'm
else?
definitely thinking about this. These bracers, where'd they go? Bracers of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm also still looking real quick. Give me just a minute. I'll choke to death. Oh,
In typical Papaw fashion.
yeah.
Being slow, indecisive, and choking to death. We got him.
Having that cold morning in the boat was rough on his breathing.
That'll eat you up, man.
I'm also looking for something kind of off the ball, weird.
There's definitely some interesting items throughout the Magic District.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, things like boats that fold up and can fit in your pocket.
There'd be a Baba Yaga's hut.
Items that'll let you summon creatures to fight for you.
Oh. Yeah.
I went like I'm not seeing it on here, but maybe there is something like that. I went like a tent that has everything you could possibly need in it, but it's like fits in a backpack.
What is it now?
I went like a tent that has everything you need in it, but fits in a backpack, and when you're inside of it, the tent is invisible to every outside the tent.
So, I'm not sure there's an item like that. There's a spell like that.
There's a spell that does that.
Rope
it's,
trick.
Now, there is an item called Daern's Instant Fortress.
Ooh, okay.
It doesn't make you invisible, however, it is very hard to break into.
I'm looking for it. Instant Fortress. Metal cube. Okay. How much is it?
It is, let me make sure this is the right thing. Yeah, that's right. It is, it is a rare item. Okay. So that would be 2 medallions.
Okay, one more question. Can we... Because like we have all this stuff now, and it'd be awesome to have a place to put our stuff where people couldn't get it. Can we like set it up and leave it with stuff in it?
I believe that it can do that. Hold on. Actually, no, yeah, it pushes things out. The safest place would be if you had like a bag of holding or something that you were holding it in.
But a horse won't fit in that.
A horse? No. I mean, you could potentially put a horse in it. It would eventually suffocate.
Dope.
Okay, well I will hold my money for now until I find something.
All right.
Well, it's not money, it's just the medallions.
Were,
Okay.
were you trading for the fortress? Did you want that, or
Sure, let's do the fortress.
alrighty? So you get a 1-inch metal cube, and speaking a command word will create an adamantine fortress for you.
Okay, cool, thanks. That's what I've always wanted.
Not gonna lie, the Horn of Valhalla looks pretty cool. You summon, it's like 3d4 plus 3 spiritual berserkers. Belt of giant strength though.
Yeah, that's gonna bump my bump the strength up to 25 from 8. So I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Bowl of commanding water elements. Oh, that feedback is rough.
Huh?
That feedback,
Is it me?
I think so.
Sorry.
I mean, I still love you and stuff. But sometimes you test me, I ain't gonna lie.
Everything was going great until the feedback.
Right? 7-year relationship down the drain.
Down the tubes.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the braces of defense. That seems like a pretty good.
Alrighty.
Because it's like, I think you have to be unarmored, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, while wearing these braces, you get a +2 to AC if you're wearing no armor and using no shield.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Now, to add that to my character sheet, I can just drag it over, right?
That's right. Yeah.
How does one do that? I don't have to hit the little edit pencil.
I think you do. I think you have to hit like the edit pencil and then just drag it into your items section and drop it, and I think it'll drop it there.
Items, ammo, offense. Let's see.
It should be like where your armor would be.
But I ain't got no armor. Unarmored, if you will. Oh, no. It did weird things when I did that. I mean, what if it's because I haven't popped out? But it is. Oh, fuck that. Oh, here we go. Drop. Boom. Did my armor class go up? I don't think my armor class changed. I don't think it did it.
Let me take a look. What was it before?
I think it was still 15. When I drug it over, it said drop, but I don't see it listed. Anything. The horn of silent alarm.
Okay,
Got old
so,
stone crunches hair.
hold on a sec.
That's a bird calls. Oh, things are happening.
Seeing if I can get it to do it.
Sometimes I just think about help. Cracks me up that Papaw's ability is wisdom. He does some unwise stuff sometimes.
Been around.
That's true. Just get it to pop in. who is the master of this again?
Why not?
There was somebody in our group who was the master of making this happen.
I got it. You have,
Oh,
you have to make sure you have edit on, and then you just drag and drop it across the screen.
I mean, okay, I do see it popping in there.
And then go down to your like stuff you have, like your bedroll and everything. And
Yeah. Oops.
Hey, figuring out stuff before you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Efficiency bonus being up too. So I see it drop my AC to 13 just now. Which I don't know why that happened. So I'm pretty sure it was 15 with unarmored. Could be crazy.
What is it? Yeah, it still says 13.
Which is
know
two
why.
less.
Well,
Two less than it was. I wonder if it's counting me as armored now, and it's doing away with my unarmored defense.
shouldn't be. Here, if I do that, does that do it?
I'm still 13. Somehow I got braces of defense and lost 2 armor class.
It's because you're getting old. You're getting
Oh, Papaw. He'll be turning, how old is he? 80 something. Yeah, he'll be turning 90 soon. He's 89.
So what are you with unarmored defense?
I forget. It is your AC equals 10 plus your Dex mod. It just disappeared. There you go. I think when it's
10
in edit, I can't read it. Hang on.
Oh,
It's 10 plus your Dex mod plus your Wisdom mod. So 10 plus 3 plus 2. So yeah, it will be 15 off the bat, and then should put me up to 17.
wait, what's your dex mod?
So it's 10 plus
Plus 3.
10 plus your Dex plus your Wiz. So
plus dex plus whiz.
yeah, so it should be 15 natural,
Let's see.
and then boom,
There we
like
go.
that.
Got it.
Sweet, awesome. I think it's because it's in the armor section. It was taking it away
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on.
because like it's under the heading of armor. It and explores back on.
Yeah, we got
Nope. All right. I need to get rid of some Maribia medallions.
See, that was I think that was 2.
It was rare.
Rare? Yeah, so 2.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. I thought it was 4 for some reason.
Yeah, it's uncommon's 1, rare is 2, and very rare is 4.
Dang, I was shopping on a budget I didn't realize I had. All right, sweet. I got my weird owl thing. Got a horse. Got a fucking wagon.
Sim is gonna hold on to his, just kind of. He'll go with you guys on your shopping trips, but he's not gonna say much. Just gonna kind of hang out and observe.
Gotcha.
Alright, anyone else getting anything this evening?
I think Papaw's gonna do a little celebrating at the tavern.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Any dwarves having
celebration
drinking
to be had.
competitions?
Let's see. We'll let fate decide. So if this is 1 to 30, we'll say that they're in there having a drinking contest. Nope, they are absent this evening.
Shucks. Well, I guess Papaw's drinking alone.
There's still plenty of people in there.
Cool.
The Sad Butcher's a fairly popular location.
Nice.
I'll go have a drink with them.
Oh yeah, Rando's there.
Sim will as well, but he'll pretend to drink a lot more than he does for the DM's note.
Good to know. Yeah, listening around to the chatter of the townsfolk, you do pick up some information from just hearing bits and scraps. A lot of people are very excited about having the representatives of the Wizards College down here in the town, and a few of them talked about how they saw some of them going towards the religious district. You also hear that there's a bit of a ruckus about what they describe as break-ins in the warehouse district.
Some people have no couth.
Sim wants to sort of ply the people who are in that bar who are more drunk than others about like what they've heard and whether anyone has any leads on that and all this, and basically anything he can find out.
Oh yeah, I've got a lead, buddy. It's that captain of the guard. All sorts of people saw him going in and out.
Well, that doesn't seem very wise. Why would he do such a thing?
Well, I don't know, but I think they've got him doing desk work until they figure it out.
Rip.
Interesting.
But we got him busted down to paperwork duty.
Anything anyone else would like to do?
What's our next move? What are we doing next? Do we have to go check up on the
Yeah, you can you have a few different options. They did say that tomorrow morning, if you wanted, you could check up on the expedition down into the catacombs. But
I feel like we go down there, we're gonna find them all dead.
it's an open world. You can go where you like.
I think we ought to go check on them. I suspect they're not up to the task.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Alrighty. So everybody has a long rest at the Sad Butcher Inn. In the morning, they serve a hearty breakfast for everyone. And is everyone headed to check up on this group? Or hear if they reported back?
Yeah, let's go find out.
We have to go talk to what's his name, wouldn't we?
Yeah, they would report to Elian, who's staying at
Right.
Barmos's mansion. Yeah, so if that's where everyone's
Roll.
heading, you head across the high-end district of the town and find yourself at the gates of Barmos's mansion. They'll lead you into a conference room where you see Elian sitting with Katrina, which you've met before.
Oh yeah, that's my boo.
And They seem to be having a heated discussion about something as you come in.
I'm gonna go ahead and expend one of my charges on the bird staff as I come to the door. Make that raven call.
Good call.
She seems to be she's very pale, but you almost think that she's near red in the face from this discussion she's been having with Alien.
Oh.
As you all enter. And yeah, hearing the call, they both look up and stop their conversation as you enter.
I will give her a wink.
She just sort of glowers a little. Not necessarily upset with you, but perhaps the situation.
Where's the...
Where's the what?
Oh, I was looking for the... it's better off I don't. I was looking for the woo skill, but I got a -1 charisma, so I probably shouldn't.
you can still attempt.
What skill would that be?
I guess just a straight charisma check.
Yeah, nah. Papaw. That's not his strong suit.
Yeah, your advances seem to have hit a bit of a wall.
Yeah, they do.
But
Unfortunately.
if you join them at the table, they'll explain that the group that they sent down into the catacombs never returned last night.
Shocking.
I want to be like super, not condescending, but like, yeah, we told you.
I'm shocked.
They had sent down 2 representatives from the college, and Katrina had sent along one of what she calls her sisters to assist them. She seems extremely upset that she never returned. They'll give you she'll say that her sister's name was, hold on and I'll find it. Zarika.
Sarika.
Yeah.
So is she looking for put a bounty on her safe return, or does she just want the body back?
Well, if you're willing to go down into the catacombs and find them alive, I'm sure we could work something out. Don't you agree, Katrina? And she just sort of huffs a bit and sort of nods her head.
Like what?
Specifically.
Right. We ain't working on the cheap here, Sam.
Our organization does not have much in funds. However, as
the medallions.
As guardians of the catacombs, if you venture down and save the ones that went down before, you're free to keep anything you find in the tombs.
Yeah, we were going to do that anyway. It's pretty much smash and grab when it comes to
Smash and grab. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so they'll tell you that these 3 went down into the tomb of 3 heroes from the war named Crathitis, Hassan, and Tamande.
That was like the Orc Wars, wasn't it?
It was a war against evil dwarves.
Dwarves, that's right. Not orcs, dwarves. Gotcha.
Yeah, they were sent down to try to commune with the dead and discover where 2 missing dragons from the war may be located.
Oh, that's right.
But they never returned.
I feel like we need to stock up on some torches, y'all.
Yeah, I'm down.
So yeah, if you go down, they'll allow you to keep anything in the tombs. Alien will say that if you can put the spirits to rest and discover where these two dragons are located, that he's willing to pay a handsome price and potentially bring you on as representatives of the college, which will get you more work and rewards from them if you desire.
Nice.
All right. So, like, where's the entrance at? Where we got to go to head down?
I'll guide the way. Katrina will tell you that it is located under the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Oh. Papaw's trying to get in the Temple of the Raven Queen. So before we go, since I got 2 of these Maribia medallions left, can I pick up a chime of opening and a where'd it go? It's the gem or something. Where'd it go? Yeah, it's right here in front. They're both uncommons, I think. Yeah, gem of brightness.
Okay, yeah.
And a chime of opening.
You can do that. She'll agree to meet you all at the Temple of the Raven Queen. While you go and get those or stock up on any supplies you need.
It's going to show up. Yeah, there it is. And then it's all showing up in armor for some reason. It's weird. Like into that little subheading. Like we go on. I feel like if we got a free chance to loot in the dark, like those are two good uses of a whatchamacallit, of a medallion.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'll set my medallion counter to 0. All right, I'm ready.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Anyone else wanting to do anything before heading there?
So we're definitely going down in the catacombs.
I mean, I think we should. I think if nothing else, just to prove a point to Elion.
Might be down with that.
And maybe he should have hired professionals to start with.
So Daniel, you might be able to answer this. I think we got some coins the session I was out. I'm not sure if you wanted to award those to people who missed or not, and I don't know how many I have. I know I've spent 1.
So I think that puts you at 3.
Okay.
But
I think you and Jason missed 1 each.
and the one you missed, did you guys get one? I don't remember.
I'm really not sure, honestly.
You at least have 2. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and 2 can get me anything from the rare list.
That's right.
Yeah, or 2 from the uncommon.
Ooh, interesting.
So, by the way he's made this list, I think there's some really neat stuff hidden in a block of text. In an uncommon list all the way at the bottom. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been perusing the list. Yeah.
Dave, it's called mute.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to spend 2 on a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
Very sim thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's sort of a wispy looking potion.
Yeah, I'll do that. and I'll sort of like fashion something to hold it like on my belt instead of in my pack, so it's so I have a little bit easier access to it.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
All right, and I think that's all I'm gonna do, and I'll say, well, if we're going down there, let's head that way.
I mean, I feel like I'm about to follow Katrina anywhere she goes. So.
So, yeah,
And that's all crazy because she's bad news bears.
I mean, I'm burning these charges on this staff of bird calling.
If y'all don't need my help, I would just go on a little horse ride all by myself. But
Yeah,
y'all are gonna need me.
I'm gonna make sure old Chuckles, the draft horse, is squared away before we go down.
I'm just gonna kind of like pull my hood up over my head and like hang back and keep a very watchful eye on Katrina.
alrighty, yeah. So you guys,
Do we need to have two people keeping a watchful eye on Katrina?
Believe me, she ain't making a move I don't see.
And yes, if there's a third, that's fine too.
Oh, I got 2 on her.
No, a third person keeping eyes on her.
Oh, I know. I was talking about a third eye.
I'm gonna give you a guy to keep it up.
so you guys head to the religious district. This area is coming in through either of the gates. You see is just filled with temples, sort of situated next to each other, each sort of representative of their deity. You see a temple of Lathander that has a great emblazoned sun on it and seems to be made out of white marble. A temple of Mistra that seems to be just a giant library. And eventually you come up to the temple of the Raven Queen, which seems to have been constructed looking like a giant tomb. But it has on the front of it the symbol of a raven.
Are we
So
being
she go-
escorted there?
Yeah, she's gonna lead us to it, didn't she?
Yeah, she did say she'd meet you at the temple and lead you down. So, coming up the steps of this tomb-like temple, when you reach the top, the doors open up and Katrina is there waiting for you. Inside, it's fairly quiet and sort of dimly lit by candles here and there. One thing you do notice is that all of the clerics and priests and other individuals in here all are wearing sort of these dark feathered robes, very similar to Katrina, and they're all female.
Oh, Lord.
And she'll lead you back through this temple, and towards the back of it, there's a large spiral staircase that just goes down into the darkness. And she'll pick up a small candle and begin leading the way down. While she's going down, she'll explain that the Sisters of the Raven Queen have been in charge of the catacombs underneath the town for generations. And that generally they're the only ones that go down and keep back the scourge of undead that occasionally crop up when you keep a bunch of bodies together.
Undead don't just manifest, man. Somebody's got to create those buggers. Who's making undead?
Are you saying that, or are you at?
I want to know.
Well, our defenses of the catacombs are imperfect. There are entrances from the sewer levels, as well as people digging in.
Got it.
And actually, as you reach about where you'd think the sewers would be under the city, you see there's a giant gate gated door that would take you into the sewers from the spiral staircase itself.
Can we like investigate the gate to see if it's been like tampered with or
Yeah. Give me a
perception?
perception check.
Oh,
Yeah.
Papaw's on it, man.
Looking it over, it seems to be made fairly well out of wrought iron and is definitely locked.
They're like any
doesn't
like
look
tool
like
marks
anyone-
on the lock.
It doesn't look like anyone's busted it open, but it also doesn't seem to be particularly magically secured. It seems to be mainly just physically secured.
Are there like any like tool marks on the lock itself? Like you can tell where somebody's been fiddling around in there.
Not that you see.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Double. The other Daniel. Sorry.
Yes.
Make sure you got 1 to 6 for your damage for unarmed. No, it went up.
Where do I see that?
On your character sheet, if you have unarmed strike in as one of your quote-unquote weapons,
Yeah.
it would
It's
be
1d6.
It should be
1d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, not 1d4. Yeah, it's still 1d4.
Okay. Yeah.
How do I change that?
So hit the pencil,
Yeah.
and then there's a gear to the right of unarmed
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah.
Gear it up, and then that'll open up the little doodad. You can just change it from there. So once you hit the gear, it'll open up like below
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you'll click on it, it'll have all the dice. So if you set it to 1 to 20, I'm sure Daniel would never notice.
Right.
until,
Well,
you,
I've got-
until you roll something ridiculous, and I'm like, wait a second. How'd you do 50 damage this turn?
Papaw, man, he got that granddad strength.
Yeah, I mean, it's all those unarmed strikes, right?
He got that Papaw strength.
All right, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, you're good. All right, I think I got it fixed.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, so the staircase continues down below the sewers, and as you reach the bottom, you find just hallways and jutting corners of corridors that make up these catacombs. Some of them seem to be marked with some faint blue, you imagine magical writing that Katrina occasionally stops and investigates, apparently using them to navigate this labyrinth of tombs down here. And eventually she leads you down one of them. And let me move the map. Not that one. This is the one I want.
Oh, I see scary stuff.
Let's see. What all are you able to see?
So everything looks like.
Oh. Hold on.
Look away. Look away.
There's definitely some places we don't want to go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me,
Quick, everybody open a new tab.
What are you able to see now?
Everything.
Oh, dang it. What did I mess up? Hold on.
I know there's a tool you can draw, like the DM view, like the black
yeah,
screen.
I had that, and oh, I see. I forgot.
Is it not on the right layer?
I forgot to turn it on.
No.
There we go. Forget you,
Yay.
guys.
Guys, I hear something weird coming through the walls.
Who am I missing, Rando? Oh, no, you're there. Sim.
Where are we at? It's pitch black on my screen.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Oh, there's a green fire
What the
jet.
hell was that?
ooh, hold on.
What did you just make shoot fire? Is that a trap?
It's I can like
It's a-
aim effects.
Oh.
Last thing you're gonna ever see.
Yeah, it's nothing. Don't pay attention to that.
I thought you were on another tab. Jesus.
You just see a hail of arrows shoot across in the blackness.
Yeah, let me Dang it! Stop doing that. I keep
You're just roasting us and
I keep
poison
accidentally
fire.
firing like an acid spray.
Nothing to see, everyone. Nothing to see.
There we go. Is that visible to everyone?
That's a negative.
Negative, yeah, I got all black. There's a way you can drag and drop and like show just the hallway that we're in, like the 10 feet around us or whatever. I don't know how to do it with like the organic lighting or whatever.
I thought I turned that on, but apparently I did not. Okay, we'll just have to let's see. I'll turn off. I wonder if I just enforce line of sight, if that'll fix our problem.
Might do it.
Here we go. Are you able to see just the room you're in?
No.
Nope, everything.
Okay, we'll have to just pretend you don't see things.
Well, I wonder if it has to do with us not being on the map. Like if we like,
oh wait, I see what's happening.
is it because we need to be like there?
I put you on the map, but
Yeah.
I didn't put you on the correct
On the map, right?
Token layer. Did that fix it? What are you able to see now?
I see everything.
Yeah, I can still see everything.
Steal everything? Okay, we'll just
To be fair, seeing the things doesn't really help us because anywhere we go, we're going to run into something.
okay. Alrighty.
It's gonna be a.
So this
Everybody-
didn't work
Yeah.
how I expected it to, but here you guys are. So yeah, Kelladrey leads you down into this circular room. Actually, I wonder if I can. No, I don't know how to fix this quickly.
It's okay. We'll just stay zoomed in.
Yeah, that'll work. Brings you into this circular chamber with a stone sort of bowl about 5 feet across. As you all go down, it's pitch black except for her candle, and she sort of puts her hand up on this bowl and starts chanting something, and eventually green flames come up out of this. Green flame comes up.
Pause for a second, just to clarify.
Yeah.
You said Kelladrey, but I think you meant not me. Whatever her name is.
Did I say Kelladrey instead of
Yeah.
Katrina? I'm sorry. Yeah, Katrina.
Don't be confusing us.
I'm sorry.
Nothing alike.
Yeah, she creates this green flame and explains to you that in the temple there's a funeral pyre, and that if you place the bodies on the funeral pyre and light it with this green flame, that it will put any spirits to rest in here. She says she
Apparently,
won't
except for dragons.
she says she won't be traveling with you into the tomb, and we'll head back up the stairs to leave you here, unless anyone has any questions for her.
Can I hit her with a persuasion to go with us?
You can attempt.
I mean, that's not really my strong suit, but give it the old college try. Let's see. Probably not, right? Probably not.
Yeah, she says she has other duties to perform in preparation for if you all fail down here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to know she has faith in us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
I'd like to ask her what deity is this? Is would I recognize the Raven Queen as a deity?
Give me a religion check.
Religion.
Yeah, you don't recognize it, but she would explain that the Raven Queen is a deity of the death, of the afterlife, and that she is greatly opposed to the undead, in particular.
Okay. Yeah, I will. What will I do here? Yeah, I'll like reach into my cloak and pull out a symbol that some of you guys might recognize. It'll be like a set of skeletal hands holding a scale. I'll just sort of like wrap it around one of my hands.
Okay.
Religion check, though.
Well, so what's the symbol?
It's a symbol of Kellamvor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kelladrey?
awesome.
Yeah, so a different death deity, but fairly similar in many respects.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the Raven Queen, so I just got confused and pulled out the wrong thing.
I mean they're very similar, so that's perfectly legitimate of something to pull out. So yeah, you all find yourself in this room with a brazier of green flames.
I think the brazier just left.
3 stone doors carved with floral sigils impede passage to the north, west, and east. The air is dry, stale, and free from the smell of rotting flesh. And you see above each of these doors is writing. What would you all like to do?
Can we read the writing?
Yeah. So the north door reads, Crypts watches the funeral pyre. The west door reads, Hassan watches the Hall of Secrets. And the east door reads, Tamande watches the Pit of Undying Fire.
Now, do we know the names of the dragons? Have they told us the names of them?
They have not, but these 3 names were the names of the heroes that they thought would know the location of them.
Gotcha. Follow you. Picking up what you put down.
I'm just going to be honest, the pit does not sound enticing at all.
Where would you guys like to go?
I mean, left never lets you down, right?
Yeah, let's head left.
Yeah, it's good.
Hug that left wall. That's what I was always taught.
Alrighty. Opening the western door. Wails of agony pierce your ears as you open the door. An icy wind strikes you like a charging bull, knocking the air from your lungs. But outside of that, no effect.
Best.
But it is pitch black inside.
Can I see with my dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just see an empty hallway.
Okay. I'll lead if you guys want. Or I've got this drift globe that I can whip out.
Whip it out. Whip it, son. Whip it.
So yeah, I'll pull this.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I'll pull this little sphere out of my pouch and whisper the command word, which is just illuminate, I think. And basically, it just creates a. Let's see. It hovers about 5 feet off the ground, and it follows me around, and it creates a daylight-like effect, so everybody can see.
Is everything still dark for you guys?
I'm in the dark now.
No, I can see it.
I would just because you have. He's got the light, probably,
I've
right?
got the dark vision.
Oh, there it is.
It's working. Great.
So now, if I use a charge on my gem of brightness, how does that work?
So we can test if it works here if you want to see real quick. So you guys
Speak the command word.
open this door. Are you able to see that open door to the left now?
Yeah.
So if you go in ahead, you should move.
Well, you should be able to light the way.
Yeah. Does that work?
We did a thing. We did a thing with yeah. We did a thing with torches before too.
Yeah.
Remember in the kobold cave?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Glad we got the light thing figured out, though you have seen a good chunk of this dungeon.
To be fair, I don't remember enough to. I mean, I just any which way we go, we gonna hit something. So
yeah, no worries. So yeah, you guys find this empty hallway that seems to wrap around.
It's an equal opportunity bad place to be.
I'm feeling kind of confident with this new belt, given that I'm 200% stronger than I have ever been in my entire life. So I'm willing to take the lead in any way, shape, or form.
Baby's on HGH.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. Straight up cheater. I'm gonna cheater this thing.
He's up in his room in the tavern, blood open.
Where is everybody? On my screen.
Everybody's down this left hallway. As you reach the end of it,
Yeah.
yeah, that way. You got it. You come to a. Make sure there's nothing in here. Yeah, you can just come to another stone door.
Is it unlocked? I would like to check for traps.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Perception check.
tramps.
Perception.
Yep.
Oh.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Nice. After I saw that green flame shooting from roughly this position on the map.
It's called a premonition.
Right. I had a dream last night in the tavern.
All right. Well, let's open this bad boy up.
Okay, it's a little heavy, so it will take a strength check, but I have a feeling.
I laugh at your strength check.
I have a feeling that Rando will be able to easily open this door. Yeah. So with almost no effort at all, Rando forces this door open. Swirling green shadows fill this labyrinthine hallway. Somewhere in the maze of twisting little passages, someone hums a quiet tune. Hum, hum, by my green candle.
Well, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
So we just kind of hear that in the darkness, like coming from.
I'm gonna say no thanks.
And I'll turn around. And come back up.
Yeah, with your perception from earlier, Papaw, you could probably tell that it seems to be coming from the right-hand hallway.
Gotcha. Oh, I see stuff. Just moving out of the light. Are you moving stuff around so we don't know where it is? This sucker right here.
Are you sharing the fact that it's coming from the right?
I didn't see nothing. I just saw a glimpse of something go around a corner. I'm over smacking my gem, trying to figure out why it ain't lighting up.
I'll send my globe over there. I think I can tell it to go where to go. Let me see. No, I can't send it anywhere.
Can I spawn a torch to represent my gem of brightening?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm pretty sure.
Hashtag spawn torch.
A torch. No, I have a torch. We'll use this fire pit to represent your torch.
Nice.
I love it.
Well, how much light does it give out?
It doesn't, and I can't move it.
I'll fix that. How much light does it have?
Oh, 30 feet.
30 feet.
Dope. All right, sweet. I still can't move it, though.
Yeah, I'm fixing that.
Okay. That's funny.
Here we go. That's the one I wanted. Controlled by... Well... Okay, can you control it now?
Yep. Sure can.
Nice.
And yeah, occasionally you're seeing, as you are looking around, you see this faint green light that passes past this right-hand corridor and then back down again.
Let's go check it out.
Okay, so you're going over there?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So as you turn down this hallway, you see sort of shuffling down the hall, this apparition of a man in these wizardly robes. A hand, sort of up in his hand, is a green candle, casting a little bit of light out. And behind him are two similarly ghost-like apparitions.
Do they seem to have noticed us walking in with the campfire?
They have not. They seem, the way they're sort of moving about, to only see things in the light of their candle. But they're very quickly going down the hallway towards you. So if you
I'm gonna climb onto the ceiling
Okay, you can do that.
from up above them.
What are you doing,
So it's
Papaw?
just Pawpaw's kind of he's making some hand gestures, see if he can get their attention in any way that's not aggressive.
Okay, yeah, as they get close to you, they see you there. They go, "Intruders in the tomb," and everyone can roll initiative.
Be like, no, we're just with maintenance.
Just maintenance.
I just work here, bro.
Kelladrey and Sim, do you want to?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Your character would be.
Jeez.
I actually am still seeing all black on my side.
What about now?
Better, thank you. Rolling for initiative.
That flute's still going wild back there.
Oh, I forgot to. I meant to change the music to
No, that's cool.
to creepy tomb music.
Yeah, we need something more fitting the mood of this tomb.
Dang, I hope our attack rolls are better.
I know.
Maybe they should have hired some professionals to come down here.
You know, Spookums over there rolling. Look at him. Oh, Spookums.
What's a spookum? Oh, those guys. Gotcha. Sorry.
The thing y'all are in here in the hallway with.
Sorry.
Okay. I think that's everybody in order. Yeah. Put their HP in real quick before I forget. 16. Okay. First up is the ghosty up front with the candle.
What's he gonna do? He's the one that looks different. That must mean he's the mean.
Does your gem or your drift globe make sunlight or just light?
That's a great question.
Mine is daylight.
So
Yours
it
is
says
daylight?
Yeah.
this prism has 50 charges. While you're holding it, you can use the command word. First command word, gem shed bright light in 30-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 30 feet. This effect doesn't expend a charge on it. It lasts until you use your bonus action to repeat a command word or until you use another function of the gem. So it does have two other command words I can use, I think, that do damage even. But I don't see a thing about, it says a brilliant beam of light. It doesn't say.
So yours doesn't do daylight, but the drift globe does.
Correct.
This first ghost will move forward towards Papaw. and strikes out, but he does strike with disadvantage.
Nice.
But it doesn't seem to matter because those are some good rolls. So does 23 hit?
It does. I thought he had disadvantage, not advantage.
He does.
Oh.
He rolled a 17 and a 19.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, he attacked twice. I see.
So he does 19 points of damage.
Ow!
And roll a Constitution saving throw.
Well, there goes half my health. That hurt. Oh dear.
So your hit point maximum is reduced by that.
By what?
By 19.
So I'm at 14 hit point.
Yes.
For forever?
You don't know.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, pretty rough first go. Rando,
Yeah.
on the ceiling. These ghosties do not seem to have seen you.
All right. So do I have? I would have surprise on them.
Yeah.
Or no? How does that? Well, can I reach them from where I am? So I'm about 3.5 feet tall. With the corridor
Yeah, probably
about 10
not.
feet.
'Cause
Probably
you're
not.
about
Okay.
10 feet up.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just jump from the ceiling down to the floor. That makes sense.
Okay.
And try and contort myself such that I land on my feet and attack that thing. We'll just go full bore, so it'll be 2. It'll be 2 unarmed attacks and a. Well, no. I'll do a melee attack, then or a weapon attack, and then flurry of blows, and then another attack off of that.
Okay.
I think that sounds right. That sounds right.
Are your blows considered magical? Or-
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So we're pretty much fucked. Okay, so that's the first one. And then that go through. And then unarmed strike, that's the second attack. And then flurry of blows would be that. And that.
Armor class. So your short sword and 2 of your unarmed strikes hit.
Okay.
So that's 8.
30.
What now?
30 points.
30? Okay.
Oops. Sorry. And I think that'll do it. Do I seem to be having any effect on him? Did I actually hit him?
Yeah, so as you're punching through, it seems to sort of scatter his form a bit, and then they sort of like coalesce back together a little. You're definitely doing damage. You do feel that it's not having as much effect as a flesh and bone opponent.
Okay. Alright. And I think that'll do it.
Next up is the Papaw.
Oh, all hurts. Alright. Let's see. So, things that aren't magical do less damage, correct?
That seems to be the case.
Gotcha.
I'll kind of announce that to the group that I feel like I'm not hitting them as hard as I should be.
Well, I don't think I have it. Unless I do. I don't think Staff of Bird Calls is going to help me any.
Staff of Bird Calls is considered magical.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll hit him twice with that then.
Yeah.
And bam. I can't hit him for 19 like he did me.
The first one does hit, though.
Oh, they both hit then?
No, just
Oh,
the first one.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, and as the staff of bird calls goes through, he seems to have a harder time pulling himself back together from that blow.
So because I have mobile, when I make a melee attack against a creature, I don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn. Can I just like take a little hop, skip, and a jump backwards real quick,
Yeah, you could do that.
Like over here? Sort of hide behind Rando for a minute.
Yeah, hide behind the 3-foot guy.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, he still sees you, but
Right. Took a step back.
Okay, next up.
Now, wait. Would he take an attack of opportunity if he moved in to either side of me?
If he moves out of someone's combat range, he would.
Okay.
So if he just moves forward 5 feet, he wouldn't. But if you move
Gotcha.
forward 10 feet, he would.
Gotcha.
Next up is one of these other ghosts who will approach Rando.
What's up, big boy?
And much like the first opponent, they seem to not like the daylight that comes out of the drift globe. It is not right.
Oh, that's right. That's dead right.
Seems legit to me.
Yeah, and I imagine a 6 does not hit.
It does not.
Alrighty. That's all it does. Next up is Sim. You see these ghostly forms begin assaulting the party.
I'm gonna sort of like cower in the corner a little. Well, not cower's the wrong word. I'm going to stay unobtrusive in the corner, and I'm going to fire off. Sorry, I'm talking right into a fan. We'll fire off this. Go. There you go. Yeah. I'm going to fire off of that. And since I'm 5th level, I'm going to fire off a second one, both at that white one that's closest to me.
Yeah, and both of those hit. Yeah, so this specter has sort of turned towards Rando, and you see from behind these forces of it. What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
What does what?
Your Eldritch Blast look like?
Oh, it's nearly invisible. It's almost like a heat distortion. Just sort of flies from my hand through the air and strikes the creature.
Alrighty. Next up is this last ghosty who will try to hit Rando for 13.
Nope.
Alrighty. And Kelladrey, you are up.
Okay.
So there's
So,
3
going for
ghosts. Yeah.
it's kind of like directly, like diagonally across from me and up. And I'm going to attack with the fairy fire, which is the one. But who else? Well, who else is in the? It's 60 feet. So would that?
You could potentially get everyone with it.
Okay.
She says, "Okay."
So I don't believe fairy fire does damage, though. Is the thing? Does it?
It just gives a better opportunity for attack. It
Yeah.
makes him more visible.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast fairy fire and then attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Like Yeah, there. I can see him better.
So fairy fire. So you're moving like here to attack, right? With
Yeah.
your quarterstaff. So you'll have advantage on your quarterstaff attack
Okay.
because he's engaged with Rando. So you can roll again to see if you crit.
Roll again with my quarterstaff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you do hit it. Let me see if they save against the fairy fire. Save
For me?
for each of these creatures. Oh wait. So the big guy, yeah, they all pass their saves from fairy fire. So the area is lit up. What color is your fairy fire light, by the way? Ida.
Turquoise.
Turquoise? Okay. Yeah, so this whole area lights up in a turquoise light.
Greens for suckers.
Greens for suckers. So yeah, actually, that probably light up this whole area. So let me. I can probably make it do that, but anyway, we'll keep going. Next up is our big ghosty,
The one who smacked me in the tank.
who will attempt to hit Rando with the same ability. But once again, it's rolling with disadvantage. Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Alrighty. And you are up.
Alright, yeah, I should probably attack this guy again. Let's do, let's make it interesting, actually. Okay, so I'll go ahead and attack this guy again, just with the, 2 of the unarmed. I can make sure I hit him, or make sure I can use the rest of his stuff. Those 11 and 13.
13 hits.
Okay. And then I'll use Step of the Wind to disengage
Okay.
and run up the wall and onto the ceiling.
Okay. So yeah, you're currently out of range. We'll just know that you're on the ceiling.
Yeah.
You put a little,
Yeah.
you put a little mark on you.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it.
Just put a yellow C.
Here we go. There.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm done.
Alrighty, Papaw, you are up.
I'm choked to death. We'll give him another double whack with the old staff bird calls here.
Alrighty. Yeah, the first one tears through his form. The other one does not. But he seems to be barely holding himself together. This green candle in its flame sort of wobbles as he nearly disappears here. This specter now will move into Rando's spot
Oh.
and attempt to strike out at the Papaw, but it's still affected by the drift globe, so it will be disadvantage.
He's in here. He's okay. Do you? Oh, you need him? Okay.
Whoa. Does a 12 hit your AC? I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
To me or to Rando?
Papaw.
Oh, no, it does not.
Okay. Sim, you
Thank
are
God.
up.
I think I'm gonna rinse and repeat.
All right.
Same, still at that one that's right there in front of me.
What's that?
Both of those hit, and describe as you destroy this wraith.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so I just sort of like stretch my arm out and go, "Be gone, fiend!" And it just kind of, you just see something barely visible hit it, and it just sort of withers away.
And as it withers, you see this green candle it was holding drop to the floor.
And an explosion.
No, it just falls to the floor.
Does it affect? Is the light still?
Yeah, it's still going with a small green flame.
You stomp that bugger out.
Anything else from Sim?
I can still see one in combat, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I am around that corner then.
Okay. Next one is the one here. It will move into the dead wraiths area and attack Kelladrey. Does a 20 hit? I'm guessing it does.
Yep.
Okay. Does 4 damage. And can you roll a Constitution saving throw?
No.
There's a cat on the piano.
Where's my con saving throw button?
It should be. I think if you hit con, it'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you pass.
Yay!
So your hit points are not permanently reduced.
Okay, so I just take 4.
You just take 4 damage.
Well,
Yeah, these guys are a little less potent than their big brother.
one that smacked me in the penis.
Kelladrey, you are up.
Okay, and we've got just this big dude in front of me left, right?
There's that one and this one under Rando, neither of which have been damaged.
Okay. And they, if I remember right, they do magic does affect them.
It does, yes.
All right. I think I can. I don't know if I can cast this or not. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Yeah. Okay. We need some de-escalation in here, even if it just calms them enough for someone else's.
Charisma, so they do not get a bonus.
Are you about to make friends with the ghosties?
Well, I'm gonna at least distract them and calm down until someone smacks them in the head.
Yes, it does not seem to affect them.
Oh.
Actually, hold on a sec. Does somewhat sensitivity affect saving throws?
For me?
No, I'm just asking that. Okay, now. Yeah, they do not seem affected by your attempt to calm them.
Okay, it's one of my new ones with my new thing. I wanted to try it.
No, I really wanted that to work. That's a good idea.
And then I wanted to like sing him a lullaby in the middle of this like battle in a dungeon. Okay.
Alrighty. Next up is Rando. You're hanging on the ceiling above one of these last specters.
Alright, I'll drop down again and attack the one that's that would attack Papaw.
Okay, so you want to drop like behind where you get advantage?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So
these are all advantage attacks.
Okay. So I'm going to do the same sort of thing, the short sword and unarmed strike, and then the extra strike, which would be flurry of blows, so it'll be 4 attacks. So that guy, and that guy.
30 to hit. My God.
Yeah, you, actually, hold on. 9, 4...
That's 2 natural 20s, wow.
Yeah, describe how you kung fu kill both of these specters.
It's actually underwhelming. I drop down from the ceiling, and the short sword kind of swings through, and it starts to dissipate. And I follow back with a couple blows, and it just disintegrates. Not much. It's like almost like the wind coming from my fury of furious blows from my fists just kind of blow it away.
Alrighty, and you guys are out of combat. The green candle still sits on the floor, but all of these specters are gone.
Hey guys, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, Papaw does not look the best.
He's looking a little green around the edges. He's not so interested. He's not thinking about what's her face is quite so much.
No, not so much. Not so much.
Actually, Papaw, you're sort of like lean against the wall. And as you do, you see that this hallway, hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, this hallway is filled with carvings of what seems to be a wizard, doing all sorts of different things. You see what seems to be him crafting spells, him standing with the 3 heroes from the war, sort of behind them, supporting them, and this bottom door to this, or this bottom wall to the south has him making a shushing gesture. To sort of set the scene.
Say that again, you cut out.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, the walls of this area are all covered with carvings of what seems to be a wizardly character. You see him crafting spells. You see him behind the 3 heroes of the war, sort of giving them support. And the wall to your left, where that little sort of divot is, you see the wizard with a finger up to his lips making a shushing gesture. But it also, you see the hallway sort of goes up and around as well. And the candle is still on the floor. Casting a bit of green flame.
I'll pick it up because that was what he hit me with, wasn't it?
He hit you with like his claws, but he was holding this candle through the whole fight.
So can I like do a perception check on him to see what's going on?
Give me an Arcana check.
Good. That sounds like a thing that I'm good at. Yeah. I'll just say, hey guys, y'all know any idea what this is?
Yeah. You think it's weird that it has green flame?
Hey guys, it's weird.
There, I'll take a look at it. Do I need Arcana?
Yeah.
Hey Ada, come here.
Oh,
Yep.
I can't even tell it's green.
Yeah, it's next to your drift glove, and you're like, is it green? Maybe it's just like a trick.
Is it really?
What is green anyway?
How can we be sure?
When our eyes aren't real. Anyway.
That has me laughing harder than it should.
Yeah, you all are in this hallway. Anything you want to do with the candle?
We could light our farts. No?
What?
We could light our farts.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe I'm trying to find. Is there a way I can get my health back? Like, is there a wound on me?
Yeah, it's not a wound that you can see. It's like it hit you deep down.
Right. So it's not something I could use the green flame to like cauterize or anything.
Yeah, not that you see.
Okay. Well, Papaw's just gonna limp around in the back while y'all do stuff. I got 14 hit points. Can I blow out the candle?
You want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. What happens?
It isn't lit anymore.
No, okay. There's no like obvious change in the room, or
Yeah, not that you see.
okay. All right, I'll blow it out. I'll put it in my backpack.
Alrighty. Yeah, you have a candle ?
Okay. Nice.
Alrighty. What would you all like to do?
Take a nap.
Yeah, rest.
I'll scout ahead a little bit and see what's up in the next areas.
As you move
But I'll
up.
crawl up. I'll go up on the ceiling, so I'm not in obvious.
Yeah, that's fine. As you get to the top, you find 2 doors. So here's the door, and here's the door. The door on the left shows this wizard that you believe to be Hassan, calling down fireballs on a group of dwarves.
Okay. What about the other one?
The other one seems to be just a plain stone door.
Alright. So, the one with the fireballs, can I check that for traps?
Yes, please.
What is that, perception?
Yeah, perception.
Wait, I think I might have a thing. Yeah, got, no, it's not gonna work. Okay.
What is it?
I have a wand of secrets, but that's for secrets, not, or secret doors, not for traps.
Yeah. Did you want to use the Wand of Secrets?
No, not right now. Should I?
I don't like that laugh. No.
Yeah, I got that perception. That's 17.
17? You can see that chiseled into this mural, sort of between the dwarves and the fireballs, are small runes that would suggest a magical trap on this door.
Is there any like keyhole or anything?
Not that you see.
Oh, right. Well,
But you do see, but you do believe that with some time, you could potentially deactivate it.
alright. So, what's going on down this hall, down below me?
It seems to be similar to the other hallway. Carvings of this wizard Hassan's life, sort of decorating the walls.
So, I'll go back to the group and kind of report on what I found, and suggest maybe we kind of rest for a little bit while a couple of us work on the door.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was mute, but I do have that chime of like opening or whatever.
Oh, that's true. We could try it. Does the chime of opening deactivate traps and stuff?
Guess we'll find out.
I don't know, like, because I think we can do it from distance.
All right.
Because if you'll click it there in the character sheet at the bottom.
The charm of what?
It's like chime of opening, I think.
Oh, sorry. Ignore the first one.
So you can activate the door without, like, from 120 feet.
You can go to the other
so, so that would open it up and it would set off any traps when you weren't near it. Yeah, we could do that either way. I mean, we can only use it 10 times. Yeah.
It just basically, if it boils down to if I have a nap, will I feel better?
We could try it and see. It's worth half a rest. Just to see.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's do that. You guys want to come up and help me while Papaw takes a little break?
A little nippy nap.
A little nippy nap.
Sure, I'll come. I feel like Papaw, this is a horrible place to take him up now.
What are you doing now?
I'll come with him, but I'm just gonna tell Papaw that this seems like a horrible place to take a nap.
If anything happens, wake me up.
Sure. We won't run away.
Stick me in that corner over there, Adam.
Alright. Let's start fiddling with this door.
Okay, so you guys start scratching out the runes that make up this trap. After scratching, you occasionally think you hear maybe thuds or clanking from the other side of the door.
Wow, phenomenal.
So we always went to there.
Yeah.
But yeah, after about 30-45 minutes, you're able to scratch out all the runes you see, and you believe the trap has been deactivated.
Okay. Trap averted.
Do I feel any better?
No.
You gain the benefits of a short rest. Your hit points do not go up, however.
Can I is there anybody in the group who can medicine check to take a listen, see what series of things I need to do, or if I'm just going to live my life on the cusp of death forever?
Yeah, everybody give me a medicine check. Either medicine or religion, whichever's higher, actually. Oh, dang. Papaw.
So Papaw comes through.
So yeah, Rando and Papaw. Now that you're sitting here in the rush of battle is over, you believe you probably heard of a creature like this called a wraith that can basically lower your hit points up into your next long rest. So it is not, you are not permanently gimped.
Gotcha. Except by all the means in which I was.
Yeah, you do know that that certain spells such as Greater Restoration could cure the abilities or cure the effect as well.
Right.
You want to go back and talk to your girlfriend while we keep going forward?
I mean, splitting the party don't sound good.
No. Kids, if someone should just like put Papaw on their back and you'd have a long rest.
Anybody got some crutches?
Papaw, how big are you?
I'm like $175.
I can hear these.
Okay.
I mean, I can move.
Yeah, he's not physically, like, he's not limping or anything. It's just his constitution has been affected by this wraith.
Just bomb. Don't let the door slam on.
Yeah. Or watch your, don't stub your toe.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, let's continue on. We'll just leave Papaw kind of like in the back middle.
Yeah. I'll bring up the rear guard.
I feel like that the rear guard is a bad place to be, hence why I said back middle.
God.
We don't need you guarding our tail. There was a light poof, and that was the last we ever heard of Papaw. And his hat was left behind.
It explodes into frogs.
Oh. Okay, now stop.
Okay, so is everybody heading towards this left door?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alrighty. So yeah, you're opening it up.
Yep.
A stone wall divides this chamber, in the center of which is a glowing barrier. Within the barrier is a tome upon a pedestal. Shining treasure is strewn across the floor, but from beyond the partition, you can hear the sounds of steel striking stone. And give me a second, I will, for you. So yeah, this room is filled with treasure, and you see this sort of glowing barrier here in the middle. And you hear steel striking stone from this direction.
From which direction? I didn't see anything.
You see that?
Maybe I'm not zoomed out far enough.
Okay. But it's basically, there's this partition in the room. Oh, yeah, because you're... Yeah, if I put you here, it's coming from this direction.
Oh, yes, I see now.
So, everybody going in?
I'm in.
Okay. A stone wall divides this chamber, in the center of which is a glowing barrier. Within the barrier is a tome upon a pedestal. The chamber is splattered with dark blood, and 3 armored warriors are mechanically hacking at 6 man-sized worms, struggling to get inside of a stone sarcophagus.
So we should probably let that run its course, right?
I would assume, yeah.
They seem a little...
Could we get past the barrier? Like, can I reach into it?
If you try to reach into it, you see that it will let you in.
Alright, I'm gonna go stand in it.
Yeah.
See how close I can get.
Yeah, you can go all the way up to the book.
What's the book look like?
It seems to be a magical wizard's tome.
Does it have any writing on it or anything?
Not on the outside of it.
Can I reach any of the critters from
Huh?
inside the? Can I reach any of the critters from inside the barrier?
Do you leave the book where it's at?
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Well, I
Yeah.
want to stab one.
Okay, let's have everybody roll initiative.
Oh, sorry. That not good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, as you've gone to the center of this room, that there are 6 of these. They seem to be giant purple worms, sort of like writhing on the floor, trying to get into this tomb. And these 3 suits of armor are battering against them. Do I have?
Is anybody winning?
Huh?
Is anybody winning?
You see, there's a lot of dead worms sort of strewn about, but it's sort of hard to tell.
Gotcha.
Do we have a way to get to where the worms are coming from? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, you can see that they sort of burrowed in through like cracks in the wall. Okay, here we go. Are you out in the hall, Papaw? Where are you at?
Ada's controlling me right now.
Oh.
Here, I got it. What switch? You're good on. I got you.
Rando was 6. Kelladrey was 6. So, Sim, you are up first.
Sorry, I was muted. So I have some worms in front of me, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but they seem to be engaged with these suits of animated armor.
I'll target the worm closest to Rando there, and try to hit it twice.
Alrighty. 24 and 9. 24 hits. For 7. And unlike the ghosts, these hits seem to hit with a lot more force. Next up is one of these worms, or actually 4 of these worms, and they will strike out at these animated armors. middle animated armor digs into the one you all have been fighting. Another one strikes and is not as lucky. And one more of them goes. Lord. And misses. Okay. Papaw, you are up. Hello. Wait.
I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna throw a dart from my little corner over here. Can I hit?
Yeah, you can
Is
hit.
it right?
You
That
can
one.
hit that one, or you can hit. You probably hit the one next to Papaw as well.
And then there's one next to me. You mean next to Rando?
Or yeah, next to Rando. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, well, hold up. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll make the roll. So 23 to hit, 4 damage.
Yep, that'll hit.
And I'll sling another one. Yeah. 8 to hit.
That one does not hit.
Gotcha.
Hey, anything else?
That's the end of me. I'm gonna stay in my little corner over here.
Alrighty. The last worm attacks. It's not able to bite through these things' armor. Rando, you are up.
Alright, so we'll attack the one closest to me.
Alrighty. Yeah, that one's definitely looking the most beaten down.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, all of those hit.
Jesus.
So yeah, describe how you kill this giant purple worm.
Well, it's already pretty gross and squishy, so eventually just hacking at it and kicking it makes it kind of explode all over the place. And it's pretty foul. It stinks.
Alrighty. One down. Anything else from Rando?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. Next up is Kelladrey.
Okay, so hacking and kicking works.
Yes.
Hacking and kicking works.
All right. Well, hacking and kicking sounds like a quarterstaff shillelagh, and going to attack. I actually only see the one that just died. Oh, there's some behind Rando, right?
Yeah, there's more up here and down here.
Okay, I'm gonna take a running go, and I'm gonna like hurdle Rando and hit the one that I just kind of landed near on the left there with a shillelagh,
Okay.
like a backhanded shillelagh
Alrighty.
with finesse. And my roll. Oh.
Yeah, so hurtling over Rando, you sort of land sort of awkwardly, and your quarterstaff just sort of glides through as this worm twists out of your reach.
Okay.
Anything else?
I have one more roll.
Huh?
Yeah. I have another attack, right?
Do you?
I thought I do. I guess I used shillelagh on that too, so no.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up is one of these animated armors. The one between sort of T-sectioning the worm you just attacked, Kelladrey.
Okay.
It'll slam down twice and hit both times, but for not a lot of damage.
Getting worm slammed, son.
Get worm slammed. Sim, you are up. We're at the top of the round.
Yep, you're on mute.
Yeah, you're on mute if you're talking.
Sorry. I'm going to go sort of right there and see if I can shoot around Rando to that one
Yeah, you can do that.
and try to hit it twice.
Yeah, and both of those go wide with all the tight corners. It's sort of hard to get a hit on them. Their DC is 12, by the way. Anything else from Sim?
Nope, that'll do it.
Okay, so 4 of these worms will continue their assault. Some of those, I think, actually hit. That's 18. So 2 of the worms hit. These animated armors. 1 on each end. And the other 2 miss. And the bottom 2 armors get attacks. And 3 of those hit. 3, 7, 12. Another hit on this bottom one. And then 1 more worm. I think. This one does the dead worm. I didn't mess up, did I? No, that does. Good. Okay. That's fine. We'll go with that. Alrighty. Papaw, you are up. And you're muted, probably.
It's all about that mute life.
Huh? You're up, Twiggy.
It's
Oh, it's
It's Papaw.
oh, shit. Oh, there it is. There's turn order. I'll swing some more darts because I ain't getting nowhere near none of that mess. Does it count as an action to hide in the corner?
It's hard to hide in this place. 1 of those hits for max damage.
And then the other one critical failed on the aim.
Yeah, it does not hit. It just clatters into the corner. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, this last worm will bite out at the armor. And hits. Which one were you? You're this one. So you see as this last worm, it sort of burrows into this animated armor, and it falls to the ground. And Rando, you are up.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go high here. So that worm that just killed the armor, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it.
Alrighty.
That guy, and then that guy. Okay.
of those hit. 33. Alrighty. So Rando once again effectively slaughters one of these worms.
And I'll move up.
Alrighty.
Kind of cover Kelladrey.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you're up next.
I'm just hanging out in the middle, like huffing about poor performance earlier. And so I'm just gonna make a quarterstaff shillelagh again, and hopefully do best out of one or something. Nope, I'm just sucking it out.
That's fine. That hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's their AC is 12.
Okay.
So yeah, which one were you hitting at?
The one
The one
to
your
the
south?
to the right of Rando.
Which one now?
To the right of Rando, like a little further out, like right. Here.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, your shillelagh swings out and hits. What's your shillelagh look like?
I'm kind of in a huff because of my poor performance. And so it's kind of like at worm knee level. And I add like a little bit of a grunt to it.
Alrighty. Sim, you are up.
All right.
Two worms are down. One armor is down.
Sort of step into the doorway. How many worms are left?
There are 4 worms left.
Okay. If I can, is this one like right there where my token is alive?
Yes. I've cleared everyone that's dead.
Oh, okay. Sorry. In that case, I'm not going to step quite through the door. I'm just going to step close enough where I can see it and launch off 2 Eldritch Blasts towards it.
Both of those hit for 16. Alrighty. Yeah, so these invisible hits sort of batter this worm as it's engaged with this armor. Next up is the worm. Huh?
That's a very interesting mental image.
Yeah. Imagine a worm sort of just writhing on the ground.
With
sort of
little dents in it showing up periodically.
The worm next to Rando engages with him. 23 to hit.
Yep.
That is 10 damage. And these 2 worms to the south continue fighting one of the armors. And both of those hit. One critically. Yeah, and this last armor, or the second armor, is destroyed. And these 2 worms sort of double team it. And as it sort of slashes into one, the other one burrows into it, and you see it fall to the ground. The final armor will move to where its fallen brethren went, and will attempt to slam again. Both of those will hit. And then the
This
worm...
may be-
Huh?
I was gonna say, this may be an inopportune time to make this observation, but what if more worms come out of that crack?
It's true. This last worm will attempt to attack Kelladrey. Does 18 hit?
I feel like it do.
I'm guessing it does.
I feel like
might
it
be hit.
does.
Kinda. But it does 12 damage to Kelladrey.
Hashtag mute life.
Did we lose her?
I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't hit.
You got 18 AC?
Wait, where's my AC? No, I have 11 AC. It hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits. The damage would hit your AC.
What do I take?
12 damage.
Because both of y'all are talking what?
12 damage. And that puts us at Papaw.
Papaw. Pawpaw's going to creep up so he can see a little better here. See what's going on.
Yeah, you see 4 worms. Some of them quite a bit damaged, some of them not damaged. Engaged with 2 of your compatriots and a suit of animated armor.
I'm going to sling 2 more darts at this in here.
Alrighty. Yeah,
Hey.
both of those hit. And describe how this worm dies.
Does it have what's the eye situation?
It doesn't have any eyes. It's like a burrowing, like earthworm, but man-sized. And
Gotcha.
Sort of writhing around.
So I'm gonna do the ultimate disrespect move. I'm gonna throw it in its mouth/booty hole,
Alrighty.
and it explodes.
Yeah, as it sort of writhes around, it sort of turns its what you would assume its head to be, and it goes right in.
Yeah. Well, this thing with worms, man, they got a head and a butt at both ends.
Yeah, it turns both to you.
So on the inside of these things, what sort of colors we working with?
It's a lot of like purple and dark reds.
So anything in 10 feet gets splashed with that, like a giant water balloon just went off.
Yeah, the other worm and the armor are covered.
Right. Nice.
Alrighty, we are up.
Well,
You might be muted.
I'm not muted.
Huh?
My health isn't decreasing. Like I thought. I think I put it in the wrong spot.
Oh.
so if you click on yourself, you can, like on your little portrait thing, you can hit like minus and then a number. And it'll automatically subtract those numbers. Or you can just put in what it's supposed to be.
No, it's not working.
What should your health be?
I lost 12.
From what's your maximum?
Oh, strength?
What?
Wow.
Your maximum HP?
Oh,
It says 21. Is that right? You should be
Oh, I
higher
see.
than that. 'Cause you're
well, I
level-
lost it from last time, and I lost 4 earlier. So it was coming in. It was 40. But now I have 32.
Okay. So what's your max HP when you're full health?
40 something. 40.
Seems high. Mine's 33 before I got gimped.
Well, I don't know. I'll look it up. Hold on. I thought I had 42, and then I lost 12. So then I'm at 30. I'll look it up, but I think it's 30.
Okay. Anywho, Rando, you're up.
Alright. So I'm gonna split attack if I can. This one in front of me, I'll attack, and then with my unarmed attack, and then with a short sword. Then the other one I'll use Fury of Blows on.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
So the first one, bit of that.
Crit. So yeah, your sword is particularly effective tonight, apparently. 14.
Alright. And then the other one,
Were both of those against the first one?
yes.
Okay.
And then these next two are against the other one.
Okay. 14.
I like my belt.
23. Man. Yeah, you're just chewing through these worms.
He's gonna have purple gums forever.
Kelladrey, you are up. The worm in front of you seems to be almost dead from Rando's assisted blows.
Hey. Quarterstaff Shillelagh! What? Ooh.
Alrighty, describe how this worm in front of you dies.
I'm gonna take a page out of Pawpaw's book and shove my shillelagh down his throat and then rip it up the middle.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
Brush the slime from the earlier battle off my face.
Alright. You can do that. Sim, you are up.
Oh, let's see. So what do I... There's still one worm?
There's one worm in the corner, engaged with Rando, and one worm in this corner, engaged with an animated armor.
I'm going to leave those two to it and sort of peek around the corner and fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the one engaged with Rando.
Alrighty, yeah, and both of those hit. And 7, 18. Yeah, and it seems to almost be dead from your Eldritch Blasts. Anything else from Sim?
I don't think so. I think that'll basically do it.
Alrighty. The worm next to Rando. Is going to try to grapple him with a constrict. But critically fails.
Nice.
So it tries to wrap itself around Rando, but he's far too strong and quick.
And explodes in the purple all over him.
The second one will try to bite the armor. Alrighty. And this last armor falls, and you see this worm advance and sort of prepares itself to try to burrow into this sarcophagus. Papaw, you are up. You might be muted.
The mute life. Mute life. I'm gonna move over where I can see. There's one left, yeah, right here.
So there's one engaged with Rando in the corner, and this one is preparing itself to try to burrow into this sarcophagus.
Yeah. All right. So let's see, 5, 10. All right.
It's pretty tight quarters, so it's pretty easy to move around.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the key points here. Hit him with the flurry. Why don't I see that to click? Is that not a thing that you can click now?
Thought it was.
I don't have mine. I don't click mine. I just do
You just do the unarmed strike 3 times.
Yeah.
That'll work. All but one of your unarmed strikes hits.
All right, how's he looking?
8, 15, 13.
Say again.
Sorry, I'm doing math.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't look to be dead yet, but those blows definitely put a hurting on him.
Alright. So for second action then, I'm gonna smack him with the staff of bird calls here.
And that'll hit. Not quite dead, but getting close.
Alright. And then I see. Let me make sure I do my math right here. So 5, 10, 15. Make sure my movement's right. Oh, I got speed 50. I can go anywhere. I'm gonna go right back out here.
Alrighty. So, Sim, you see Papaw as he sort of jumps over you, just gives a furious blows to this worm, and then dashes back past you.
Because you're not just laying down and going to sleep.
I'm just gonna be like, what? Whoa!
Quiet.
Hey man, every now and then you just see flashes of what Papaw once was. Every now and then, and then sometimes you see the idiot he's sort of always been.
Rando, you are up.
All right. I guess I'll attack this one up top. The regular stuff.
Alrighty, yeah,
And by
all those
regular
hits.
stuff, I mean.
So on your second unarmed strike, you kill this worm. If you wanted to use your other one, you could use it against the other one.
Could I? Okay, we'll go down there and do that.
Yeah, so with your short sword and a blow, you fail the worm you were engaged with.
And it explodes all over Ida.
And it just
Kelladrey.
explodes all over Kelladrey. As he gives it an uppercut, it just erupts. And he sort of backflips out of it and begins attacking this last worm. Kelladrey, you are up.
Alright, I like shriek disgustedly and come back, so now
Yes.
I'm over here. And this is the last one left, right?
The
This is the last one.
white dress ain't ever gonna be the same.
No, it is. It's like got that
The stain guard on it.
stain guard. All right. And can I cast Flame Blade?
What are you casting?
Flame Blade.
I'm not familiar with that spell. What's it do?
So
I got it here.
actually, it's action. I have it right here too. It's kind of like a melee attack spell with a fiery blade, and it takes 3d6 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
What you think?
So yeah, so wait. So is that your roll to hit on the actual attack?
Yeah, to hit is 9 with a melee attack spell.
What's your... Come on. Oh, you rolled a 4. Okay. Yeah, so this blade of flame erupts in your hand and you slash down, but this worm dodges out of the way of your attack.
Classic. Being like overly zealous and yet incompetent.
I'm sorry, the dice have not been favorable.
No, they haven't. Okay.
Sim, you are up.
Let's see. We just have the one left.
The one left, yeah.
If I move back over here, would I be able to get advantage on it, or would I have to move through and take a... Would I have to take an opportunity attack, though?
No, you can do that.
Alright. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna make 2 attacks with my short sword. Wow.
Man.
I'm guessing neither of those hit.
Yeah. You rolled with advantage? Oh, wait, yeah, that's what you're doing. Oh, wait, yeah, roll with advantage.
Alright, there's the first... Well, there you go. Go, thingy, go. God. Okay, there's the first attack, still a 10. The second attack turns into a 15.
Hits. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna roll sneak attack on it.
Alrighty, so here's how this happens. Kelladrey conjures this flame blade and starts slashing at this worm. Sort of fearful of the fire, it backs up, and you see Sim sort of vault off the wall and short swords in as it writhes in front of you, and it falls dead.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And you all are out of combat with dead worms and
Woo!
armor all about you.
Can we search the armor?
Yeah, so it seems to be armor that was enchanted to guard this tomb.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think voice kind of cut out there. It was enchanted to protect the tomb.
Yes, that's right.
Gotcha. I heard chanted in tomb. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're in this this room
Let's
with
check.
all these bodies and this sarcophagus. The glowing book still stands in the middle of the room, and piles of treasure lay in the western room.
Sim wants to examine that glowing book.
Yeah, it seems to be a leather-bound tome of some sort.
Okay, I'm gonna pick it up with my hand that I have wrapped in the symbol of Kellamvor.
Wait, what are you doing now?
I'm picking it up.
Okay.
Yep. And I want to like open it and leaf through it.
It seems to be a spell book.
Ooh.
And let me get you this. Do you want a list of all the spells now, or I can send it?
You can just send it to me later, unless you think I'll need to. Well, yeah, just send it to me later, because I'm not going to be able to read through the whole thing tonight.
Okay. So you have a book with spells all the way up to 5th level, it seems. Anyone else
Cool.
looking around? What you doing?
Let's check out the sarcophagus.
Yeah, the sarcophagus seems to be made of stone and has a the features of it seem to match the wizard that you've seen carved about. And as you sort of look at these features, you sort of recognize them as matching the wraith you fought earlier.
Let's open this.
So
up.
it seems like we got 3 different sides going on here. We got the worms, armor, and then the ghosts themselves, or the ghosts on. You know what I mean? Like, because when I first saw the worms trying to get in the thing, I figured they was gonna try to like I don't know, like fill up a thing to come out, right? But if the spirit's already out and about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I think, I don't know. I'm wondering if there's...
You do know the wraith is not the physical body, but like the spirit.
Right. Right.
The body itself is still in the tomb.
So can we search that body?
Yeah, if you open it up, the body of the wizard is in there.
Yeah, I'm opening that thing up.
So what if I what if I put the candle in there? I think that's a bad idea.
No,
Like
let's do it.
Set it in there, or
I don't know. Burn it with the green fire.
yeah. You do remember that there is a funeral pyre in this place to burn the bodies on.
And it said something about rest in the spirit, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how you burn bones with a candle?
Oh, we'll do it.
Anyone going through the treasure on the other side of the room?
Sure.
I mean, I'll check it for traps.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do that.
Good old the perception.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. It does not appear to be trapped.
open it.
You
It's
find
unlocked.
piles of gold and platinum coins. You're not sure exactly how much.
But piles of.
Yeah, a few different piles of them.
I'm on like 5.
A gem-encrusted ceremonial staff that you'd estimate to be worth 3,000 gold.
Dang.
A brooch and a rolled-up carpet. If you want to...
I got a hunch. So if I roll out that carpet, is it a flying carpet?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
You're not sure. So you have 152 platinum coins.
Uh-huh.
Jeez.
And 166 gold coins. That's a lot of coinage.
So we get 38 platinum coins each. That sound right? I think, according to my calculator.
Sure, fine with me.
38 each. And then 66. 41 and a half gold each. So just call it even 41.
Alrighty. So yeah,
I'm for sure gonna take that carpet though.
okay. It's
I'm
pretty
gonna figure
big.
that out later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all you
like how many feet by how many feet?
Hold on, let me see. It is 5 by 7.
All right. So, like, how thick we talking? Like, is it foldable, or do I got to roll it?
Like it's already rolled up.
All right.
When you found it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna drag it if I have to.
Yeah, you should be able to lift it, but it is a bit cumbersome.
I got you. I'm gonna drag it over to where Kelladrey's at and ask her to take a look at it.
Okay.
Give me that Arcana check.
Oh. Please.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Hey,
It might be magical.
hey, Sim and Guillaume, check this thing out.
I'm just gonna tell him that it's very magical. And that he should guard it with his life.
Are we even sure it's a carpet?
No, but between me and her, we think it's a tapestry. It's a wall.
Yeah, it might be wall hangable. You're not sure. Rando, I'd say you'd be able to tell that there does seem to be a slight pulse of magic that you can tell. this definitely is something magical. The only other thing you see in this, so you have the gem-encrusted staff, the piles of gold and platinum, the carpet, and the brooch, and the spellbook. The only other thing outside of the sarcophagus and the body is up here in this northeast corner. There's a statue of this wizard.
Bizarre.
How big is it?
It's like life-sized. And he's making a similar gesture to the one carving in the hallway of making like a shushing gesture. Like his fingers up to his lips.
Can I pick it up?
Give me a strength. Yeah, give me a strength check. Okay, yeah. You strain a little bit, but yeah, you're able to pick it up. And you do see that there is a secret passage behind this statue.
Oh, snap. Well, we're taking this with us when we leave.
Does anybody want anything else out the chest?
I mean, let's just load it all up and take it.
Do what?
Just load it all up and take it. I mean,
Alright.
I can carry stuff too.
He got that strong back, weak mind syndrome.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drag along this carpet in the rear.
If you peek your head through, you'll see that. Let me move you all over there. Might make it easier. You see that the secret passage leads into this room to the side. Give me a second here. You have found the heart of the crypt. In the room's center is a slab of white marble that shines like moonlight in the darkness. Atop the slab, a shallow basin filled with dry cedar, frankincense, and rosemary. The basin is wide enough to hold 3 people side by side. A single door stands closed from the stairs. Behind, a single door stands closed across from these stairs here. Behind the bloody corpse of a giant milky white worm, which is this thing that's sort of across the floor here. Yeah, let me, so there's where the secret passage is. So yeah, you guys have basically found the funeral pyre that...
Found the what? Your mic cut out on my...
I'm sorry. You guys have basically found the funeral pyre that Katrina mentioned.
Gotcha.
And there's a door to the south, the secret passage back to where you went from the west to the crypt, and a door to the east with this sort of dead white worm that sort of has coiled through this room at some point.
Should we go ahead and bring the body of that dude and drop it in this funeral pyre and burn it? See what happens.
Oh, and there's a door to the north as well. I'm sorry.
Did we have to... The secret door, did it go down or up, or did it just open into...
It's horizontal. So it's
Okay.
just like a 5x5 passage between this room and the crypt of Hassan.
Well, I'm going to transfer the body.
Yeah, you can do that. So yeah, you go over and grab the body of Hassan and
Yeah,
place it in the funeral pyre.
yeah.
Is it flesh on it or is it bones?
It's still strangely enough, it almost looks like freshly dead.
Huh.
Like it doesn't seem to have rotted much at all down here.
Huh.
you'd potentially be aware. Sim has probably heard of it, of a spell that some people use to preserve the dead, called Gentle Repose.
Sim has indeed heard of this.
So if we lay him up there, let's try burning him with this candle. I feel like that would be more effective. Like before he murked us, but you know.
Is that what you guys do?
Yep.
Alrighty, so you lay this body down, and lighting it with the green candle, this funeral pyre erupts into green flames. And above it manifests the body of this wizard, who goes, "You have done well to help me, but my allies are still in danger."
Who are your allies?
He will say, sorry, I forgot their names. Cryptitis and Tamande.
Where are they?
They are in their tombs. One is to the north, and another to the east. Bring them here and put them to rest, and we will reward you with whatever you seek.
Sounds good.
And he'll just sort of float there above the fire.
I wasn't listening to anything he said. Can I check my carpet again?
Sure.
No.
Yep, you're pretty sure it's like you heard.
It's a carpet.
It's carpet. It might be magical. You're pretty sure it probably is.
It's definitely not a wall hanging.
It's not a wall hanging. Alrighty. So you have a door to the north, a door to the south, an open door to the east, or you could backtrack through the Tomb of Hassan.
Should we go to north?
We got to burn all three of them, right?
Yeah.
So I can
Okay, so to the north is a closed stone door.
check it for traps.
Traps.
Okay.
Is there a door? Papaw's not had a good roll at
You're
night.
pretty sure it's a door.
Yeah. All right, I'll push it open.
But it looks a lot like a carpet.
Yeah, it does not seem to be locked.
I'll push it open and then immediately step back to the corner.
Yeah, it seems to open into an empty hallway with a large decorative door on the west.
Sorry if my cracker eating is making noise. Let's go check out that door.
Yeah, this one seems to show a warrior with a great longsword felling dwarves before her.
She's felling dwarves?
She is felling the dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is slaying them.
I feel like you gotta swing low to the ground to fell a dwarf. That's like a... You remember that thing? It was like a hopscotch counter you put on your ankle. It's like jumping rope, but it's like you put one thing on one leg and it swings around and counts how many you do. I remember that thing from back in the 90s. She's got that with like swords on it. She's felling them. Ankle height.
What would you like to do?
Let's check it for traps.
Yes, please. It is trapped with some sort of swinging blade trap. You feel if you pushed your way in that
Should we use your?
it would swing some blades down to kill you, or attempt to kill you.
Let's use your chiming bell thingy. Open that bugger up.
Do you do that? Twiggy?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Rando suggests, so this door is trapped with a swinging blade trap. He suggests activating it using your chime.
Can we just defuse the trap?
How would you defuse it? So it looks like it's set up where if you open the door, blades will swing down from the ceiling.
Like, are we talking a long ways down the hall or like across the hall?
Like down, sort of like swinging down in front of this door, like a pair of them.
Gotcha. Can we like cut the ropes they're hanging on?
You can try.
I don't like it when you say it like that. I mean, we can use a chime. That's cool.
It's whatever you want to do. You can try to disarm it if you want.
Well, I'm gonna step all the way back here, and I'm gonna hit that chime.
Yeah, the door swings open, and you hear a great whoosh as the. Actually, do I have? As these blades swing down, but do not hit anything.
They just like, once they stop, are they just like hanging?
Yeah, they just sort of hang there after activating. But the door is open. Let me move the door. There we go. Anybody going in, or what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go in, but I ain't gonna be the first one in. I can tell you that for sure.
I'll go in first.
Okay. 2 rows of decorative columns line this hall, which disappears into darkness beyond the light of your flame. Black blood splatters the floor and pillars of the hall, and the bisected corpses of dozens of worms litter the floor.
Any idea of what did the bisected?
Give me an investigation check.
Nah. I ain't know.
You won't be able to tell exactly what, but it does seem to be physical damage that affected them. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Go in second to last.
You're so brave.
Hey, how many hit points you got?
Who's leading the group in?
I'll lead it in.
Give me a perception check. Okay. You do not notice anything. Who's second in? Sim, Kelladrey, which of you?
Sim will go in second, cautiously.
Give me a perception check.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't notice a thing.
I'll go in there.
Rando?
No, I'm gonna
Or not Rando, Papaw, you're up next. Well, give me a perception check.
Yeah. Will. Hey.
So, as you come in, following Sim and Rando as they're creeping along, you see, hiding behind this sort of central pillar, you believe you see a silhouette of someone. Sort of as Rando sort of rounds it, it sort of like slinks in behind the pillar.
I'm gonna yell. No, I can't say that. All right. Like, hey, look over there. And it's gonna blind fire a dart that way too.
Yeah, as the dart hits, roll me an attack roll with disadvantage. She is in cover. Yeah, as your dart flies out, it hits the back wall, but you see this figure roll out into the center of the room. Unlike the spirits you fought before, this seems to be a physical body of a warrior with a great long sword and long bow that seems to match the figure on the door. And she goes, "What brings you to my tomb?"
We're gonna put your soul to rest.
And how do I know you aren't with them? And she gestures towards the worms on the floor.
Because we done killed a bunch of them with your friend.
And also, we put your friend to rest.
You have proof of this?
Proof you want the green candle? We'll go get the green candle.
Go get the green
Do you
candle.
pull out the green candle?
Yeah.
Oh, whip it out. Whip it out good.
Whip it.
Yeah, whipping out the green candle, she'll nod her head and drop her weapons at your feet.
Are they any nice weapons?
They seem to be exquisitely crafted.
All right. Well, I'm gonna eye them and find my favorite. I'm not gonna touch them yet.
Yeah, it seems to be a long sword and a long bow.
Okay. I got my eye on the longbow, but I'm gonna wait.
She'll go, "What would you have me do?"
Where's your body?
She'll gesture at herself.
Follow us.
Okay, she'll do that.
Since I can't lead y'all, I can't be the first to read it. I just can't do it.
You can. Let's go.
So yeah, she'll follow the group into the funeral pyre room, and seeing her friend's body on the pyre, she will step up and toss herself into it.
Is the fire still going?
The fire is still going. You believe this fire will continue to go long enough to get... It'll last quite a while with its magical flames.
Right.
Yeah, she will step up on this marble slab and just sort of catapult herself next to her ally. And much like the other one, her spirit will join it above the funeral pyre.
So that's 2 down, right?
It's 2 down.
2 down. Let's go check out her stuff.
Yeah. Quick, go rob her now. She's burned up.
So yeah, searching through Cathritis' tomb. This one looks a lot less fancy compared to Hassan's tomb. But looking around, you don't see like piles of treasure or anything like that. It looks like if her body had been here, the most expensive things would have been her weapons.
I can respect that.
Well, let's gather up what we can and go check out other stuff.
Alrighty. So how would you like to proceed? You have a general idea of the layout, that the last body is to the east.
I'd like to point out we haven't found the bodies of the other people they sent down here.
That is true. You have not found any of their bodies yet.
So apparently they went another way than we did. We ain't found no blood stains like that.
Yeah, nothing that would suggest elves or anything like that. It's so far been these worm creatures versus the ghosts and their traps and constructs.
Maybe the worms ate them.
I mean, we would have seen it. Dude, it's like people hanging in. No, maybe. I feel like we're going to find them soon.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess back to the center room with the thing.
Yeah, you can do that. Back at the center room. There's an open door to the east, a door to the south, or you could go through the secret door to the west, which takes you back to Hassan's tomb.
I reckon we go east straight. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go
Something just occurred to me since she was willing to talk. We should have asked her about the dragons.
So her spirit is above this funeral pyre.
Well, the other dude's still there too, right?
That's right. And they say they'll tell you whatever you want if you can save their friend.
All right. So is that sort of like is this sort of like a payment on delivery situation?
Yeah. Deliver his body here, and they will give you what you want.
Like, do they seem like they know some stuff about some dragons?
They'll say they know where the 2 dragons are.
Gotcha.
Actually, they'll say they know where all 4 are, but they already know where 2 of them are.
Gotcha.
Are you going to that door to the east, Rando?
Sorry about that.
Are you going through that open door to the east?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So it's a bit of a step down to get into this room. The green light from the room behind you sort of makes it look like the floor is almost black, but as you step down, you see that this is a river of crimson blood, sort of made up into a ditch.
Made up into a what?
It's basically you looking down into it with the green light behind you. You're like, oh, the floor's like black. But as you step down into it, you see that it's a river of crimson blood.
Nice.
And as you sort of start walking through it, things sort of float up to the surface, and you see that this is filled with the corpses of these worms and these like older bodies that have been decaying down here. And Rando, as you sort of go towards the end of this room, you see that there's some sort of trapdoor in the ceiling of the far end, where presumably these bodies were dumped down.
That's gross.
You imagine there's some sort of trap corresponding on the map to where the bodies go down.
So in other words, if you screw up, this is where you end up.
Well, if you think of the location of this trapdoor, you imagine it is at the entrance of the southern door of the room you were just in. They seem to line up almost perfectly.
Mm.
No.
Essentially, you now know that if you go through the southern door in that central chamber, there is a trap there.
Okay. Well, let's go check out the trap.
So this, yeah, so there's a stone door in front of you. And you would know it activates a trap. If you look around, you believe the trap's probably on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I would imagine the trap would be on the other side.
But the door does not seem to be locked. You could just open it if you wanted.
I'm up for that.
Sorry, Papaw had a snot drowning.
No worries. So yeah, as you open the stone door up, you see the floor of the room in front of you gives way, leading to a chute down into the room that's full of blood. And after a moment, it snaps back into place. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I forgot to move the door. There we go. But you can enter this room safely.
You just leave the door open
Yes.
without having it snap. All right.
Is everybody else going with them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. Is that all of you? Am I missing somebody? Let me have Kelladrey here. Here we go. The hallway before you is flanked by 10 upright sarcophagi. For a tomb, the room smells surprisingly fresh, as if there were no dead interred here. Interred here, I should say. And there's, yeah, the door you just came through and a door to the south. And there's these sets of sarcophagi on each end.
You open one up.
Which one would you like to open?
So let's do this one.
Yeah, opening it up, you see what almost seems to be a fresh corpse of a warrior. Still in his armor and with his weapons at his side.
Can I take the weapon out, kind of toss it down the hall,
Yeah, you can do that. It just sort of clatters down.
disarm him on the off chance that he decides to get back up?
Yeah, you can do that.
This guy.
Yeah, there you find the same thing.
Should I keep going, guys?
Which one are you opening next?
I guess this one.
When you open that one, you don't find a body. You find a picture of the wizard Hassan making the hushing symbol.
Like a picture.
Yeah, like a painting of the wizard Hassan, and he's got his fingers up to his lips, sort of shushing you.
Can I take it out?
It seems to be painted onto the back of the sarcophagus.
Okay. Alright. Any ideas, guys?
No.
Alright, let's go check this one out.
when you open that one up, you see what seems to be a half-elf with her daggers crossed in front of her chest.
Take those daggers away from her.
No, like, it's the same as the other side. It's a picture of a half-elf with her daggers crossed in front of her chest.
She look familiar? She like that chick that we saw earlier?
She does not. You have not seen this one before. You'd assume that it's a picture of the last hero.
Yeah.
The other 4 sarcophagus are similarly armed guards that have been preserved here. But they do not seem to get up at any point to attack or anything.
Disarm all of them.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let's go check it out down this way then.
Okay. So yeah, there's a door to the south. Do you want to open it up?
Check for traps first.
You can do that. Yeah, you check and there is not a trap. Opening it up, you see... Well, come on, door. Cooperate. Nope, come on.
Like how it says like you're actually wrestling the door.
There we go. You see that it opens up into the first chamber you were in.
Interesting.
So basically you've made a giant circle.
So what did we miss?
So you still have a door to the right in the first chamber. In the circular chamber. You also have these mysterious paintings in the sarcophagi in the chamber you just left.
I don't understand the shushing.
Huh?
I don't either.
So I don't understand the shushing.
I mean, he's making a pose.
Right.
Well, should we check this door out down here?
You can do that. It's not locked or anything.
Check it for traps.
It's not trapped.
Okay. It's good, because I'm just gonna find it. Alright. Let's open her up.
Alrighty.
Alright, go ahead and close it back up.
Where you would expect to see a door is instead the toothy maw of our gargantuan purple worm. Faint slurping sounds echo from inside of its gullet.
How come I'm the only one down here now?
Papaw just dips.
But so do you all like run out of the room or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm at a safe range away from it, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't attack you. And if you sit there for a minute, you see that it appears to be dead. Its mouth sort of open as it was sort of attacking this tomb.
Can I get close to it?
Yeah, you can not only get close to it, you can see that it opens up inside of it, potentially allowing you passage through its body.
Yeah. Who wants to go for a walk? This can be like Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably take two knives and dig my way out.
Its hide is too thick from the outside.
Oh no. I've seen this on National Geographic. When hyenas eat an elephant.
I saw it in Ace Ventura too. Alright. Let's go check it out. I'm not even gonna wait for these guys. I'm going right into it. This is too cool.
Yeah, so as you go through this thing's body, you see that Yeah, it's slowly decomposing here, and you occasionally see these younger worms inside of it that are sort of devouring it from the inside.
Are they the same purple ones from before?
Yeah, they seem to be its young.
Like,
And
so in other words, this was the queen.
Yeah, and with its parent dead, they seem to be now eating it from the inside out.
Nice. Classic kids.
Classic. All right. So let's keep on going.
Should we stomp them as we go?
Probably a good idea.
So you guys trying to kill these worms as you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably smart.
Alright, yeah, if you sort of focus up one at a time, you don't have any issues sort of slaying them as you sort of see them writhing around trying to eat. You kill about 3 or 4 of them just through the body until you reach the far end of this worm. It's very long. It's about 20 feet until it turns, and then another 20 or 30 feet to the end of it. As you reach the end of this thing's body, you see there's an opening that seems to lead into a chamber. And you hear voices sort of coming from outside of this thing's body.
So the thing has
Weird.
a door in it?
Sort of. It's sort of like a burrowed hole. As if
Okay.
something burrowed from outside and into a neighboring chamber.
Ooh. Can we focus on the voices in any particular language?
They seem to be speaking common.
What are they saying?
They're definitely arguing about something. Give me a perception check, because you're sort of trying to listen through like these decomposing sounds around you. Yeah, they're sort of hard to make out, but they're definitely like deeper voices.
Alright. Everybody want to go?
Say it again.
You guys want to go? Check it out.
I don't know. I can't read myself in. There we go.
I'll peek around the corner.
Yeah, you see these two. Actually, let me get you a picture.
I can only see. There you go.
You see what seem to be 2 elves, but they're the buffest elves you've ever seen.
Yes, pretty.
And on top of that, they seem to have gray, sort of darkish skin.
So in other words, they definitely also creatine.
Yeah,
They got
you're
that.
used to seeing like slender, sort of spry elves. These are definitely jacked elves.
Yeah, these are my boys. Some HGH guys.
Yeah.
I like these guys.
Like you can tell they got big and they just kept taking it, so their skulls got big.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't know when to quit.
This tomb has been converted into a military camp. 2
Oh,
10-foot
Jesus.
tall, hulking creatures with gray-black skin and glimmering chain shirts stand arguing around an unlit brass brazier. Despite their monstrous size, their speech sounds sort of normal, how you'd expect an elf to speak.
How you'd expect an elf to speak in common.
Sort of like melodic.
So I speak Elvish and Sylvan.
Yeah, they're speaking common. They're just their voices aren't speaking like.
They ain't from around here.
Yeah, they're not speaking like deeper tones or anything like that. They're speaking sort of how you'd expect an elf to talk.
Well, let's go in there. Let's talk to them. I ain't afraid of elves.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
As you approach, they end their conversation and go, "Who goes there?"
Well, we are looking for worms. And we came out of one.
Well, if you're looking for worms, you definitely found some.
We did. We did. What are you guys doing here?
We're representatives of the college. We came down here with one of the Sisters of the Raven, Zarika. But I'm afraid she failed before us.
Where is she?
They'll gesture towards a door to the north and say, "There's a bit of a precipice there, and there's someone in the other room that knocked her into some green flame."
And, what are you guys doing?
We're trying to decide whether we should go back or not.
No, you come with us.
We could do that, I suppose. We don't want to go back and face Alien without the information he sent us down here for.
Sure.
Yeah, he was super pissed when he sent us.
Yeah.
They sort of look worriedly at each other about that.
What's going on in these little thingies right here?
Yeah, so you see that there's a set of sarcophagus on the western wall, as well as a picture of a half-elf with her daggers crossed in front of her.
So I'll ask the guys, is this who pushed the other lady into the green flame?
I don't believe so. He covered his face.
Oh, but you're assuming it's a man?
Well, it didn't look particularly womanly.
It's just rude. Alright, let's check out these sarcophaguses.
Yeah, much like the room in the center of the tomb, there are preserved warriors in here.
Alright. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Actually, how thoroughly do you search those?
I mean, if it looks like it's the same as before, probably not terribly, but...
These warriors seem a little bit more well-equipped, and you also find a pouch on one of them.
Ooh. Let's check his satchel.
Yeah, what's in the pouch?
So you find a pouch with 52 gold pieces.
Word.
One of them was carrying a dagger that seems to be magical. The third one had a mithril chain shirt on.
Oh, snap.
And the last one was in a very nice silk burial shroud that you imagine would be very expensive if you wanted to take it off of the body.
Is that the homeboy we were coming to get?
No, none of these seem to be...
He just brought a burial shroud with him?
What now?
Like, the guy when he came down here, he just brought a burial shroud with him?
No, these are in the sarcophagus.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I don't know about the burial shroud, but we should probably loot the rest of it, yeah?
I feel like that's some bad juju to steal a burial shroud.
Yeah.
Like you go end up wearing that.
I don't mind taking armor off a dead body, but a burial shroud? Yeah,
Right.
That's a line.
Okay. Yeah, so you have a
That's
magical
a-
dagger, 52 gold pieces, and a mithril chain shirt.
That's a buy once, cry once purchase.
That's the truth.
That's not something you want to buy twice.
No.
Hey, Kelladrey, give me an insight check.
Okay.
You'd probably know from your time up at the magical college. These gray elves are definitely weird. They don't match a lot of the elves in the area.
Okay.
They're not lying about being representatives of the college. It's just sort of an oddity.
So maybe they're not. Maybe they're representing the college, but not the college's best interest.
More like they're foreigners. It'd be like having I don't know, a foreign exchange student sort of situation.
They're the guys who don't get let into the library, so they just can send them to the basement to lift all day. They just in the swole dungeon.
And let's see, he hasn't done anything in a while.
Okay.
And Papaw, give me just an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
Okay.
Noted.
Actually, give me a wisdom check. It might be closer to wisdom than intelligence.
Yeah, I can do that.
You get the idea of...
I was still looking at the rug, sorry.
Yeah, you're looking at this rug, and as you're looking at it, you sort of look up at this weird painting, and you get this weird idea of adopting the pose of the person in it, the picture.
Is he doing the shushing thing?
No, it's the one with the daggers crossed in front of her.
Alright. I'm posing.
Yeah, you go over and pose, and the picture...
A spike shoots out of the wall.
The daggers fly out. No, it opens up into the central area that you had been in with the sarcophagus, with the same picture on it.
So like the shushing ones connect.
Yeah, the shushing ones connect on the other side of the wall.
So
basically, you have a straight shoot from this end to the other end of the tomb, if you know how to do it.
So I'll turn around to the swole elves and be like, "So y'all for the heavy lifting, huh?"
What can I say? We're just here to be the muscle, and they'll
I got
sort of
you.
flex a bit as they say that.
Yeah.
I see, specialist. I see. Well, y'all want to go first?
We can, if you like. And they'll go over and open the door up to the north.
Nope.
Nope.
Whole bunch of nope.
You stand at the top of a marble platform above a sea of fire. As you enter,
What?
a cowled figure wheezes and rises to its feet on the platform at the far end of the room. As you're out of the corner of your eye, you see humanoid shapes moving within the flames below.
I don't like this at all.
Well, this is where Zarika was killed. When she tried to cross, that thing on the other end knocked her in, and they gestured down to the fire.
That thing is obviously a guy. I don't know why you wouldn't just call it a guy. Let's shout down there. Be like, hey, what you doing?
Ho, 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 traveler.
It does not respond.
We're here to return your soul to the afterlife.
It sort of gives a wheezing chuckle.
I feel like this thing ain't on the same team, bro.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I feel like he's hitting for the other side.
I yell, who are you?
We're the worm-hearted.
Yeah, see.
All your worms are dead, dude.
Not quite. And he gestures to the door behind him.
Is this thing boreal or is it like spiritual?
What was that now?
Is this being solid or is it spirit like wispy?
Give me a perception check.
That's the only roll I can make tonight. So
You definitely can tell it's solid, and as it's sort of keeping this hood up, but you see as it sort of talks and moves, you see these small worms that sort of drip out of where its face would be.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Well, I have the simple answer for this.
You got to throw a dagger at it?
Yeah, right in the mouth hole, the mouth butthole thing.
Oh,
Just, you know, see how that goes.
Alrighty.
I go up. I hit it.
You hit it
Where's
for 5 damage. Let's roll some more initiative.
I was going to say, I feel like we should kite this thing back out into the room, not fight it in the fire room.
Probably a good idea.
So we have 2 shadow phase here. And my worm-hearted suffragan.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So what happens when I hit it right in its like grenade pinhole?
Yeah, you hear it like squish. It gets like a squelching sound.
Did any more little worms come out?
Yeah, you see some of them definitely like pouring out.
See, I was trying to plug it.
As it sort of hits, its face sort of goes up, and its face seems to be made out of these worms. Almost as if it's a writhing mass.
So it's like the mouth of Sauron, but with worms.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Analogy. So.
Why can't I get this to roll? He is not fast. How are you guys doing on time? I just realized it's like 11 o'clock.
I might.
I mean, I'm good on everything but health.
No, I mean, like, is it getting too
I
late?
know. Oh, I know. That's what the statement stands. In game, in IRL.
Yeah. Same.
I'm at about 14 HP either way.
They are pretty fast. 7 and 9. How are you, Brian? Good to keep going, or?
Yeah, we can finish this encounter.
Okay. Papaw, you are up first.
So I'm gonna yell, "Quick, back to the other room!" and then jump over everybody, like leapfrog them back into the room.
Okay.
Pushing women and children out of the way.
Oh. Did I, there we go.
Actually, can I throw some more darts before I do that?
You can.
Dope.
How much HP does this spell I have?
Yeah, that's not as good. They ain't got nothing at 23 to the dome.
Was that 9 and 13?
Yes.
13 hits. For 6. Okay. Yeah, so another dagger sort of squelches into this creature. As Papaw flees backwards. Rando, you are up.
Alright, let's pull a matrix. And do the matrix, and we're gonna run up under the wall and under the ceiling. And I can't cover that.
So it's about 25 feet across. Yeah, you probably get to like this square on the ceiling.
Could I attack him from up there?
No, you'd be just out of range.
What's
What's
going on
down
over?
probably and hit him. What now?
Okay, so could I do that all in one shot? Run all the way over there and
Yeah, I'd say that'd be
drop down
fine.
fast? Yeah, let's go do that. I'll cover your guys' retreat. Alright. So let's do that. and I'll use my last key, and I'll do a full blown thingy. So short sword, unarmed strike, and then I'm trying to remember 2 more.
Alrighty. So all but one of those unarmed strikes hits. So that's 21, 32. Lord. Yeah, so you just batter this thing, and as you're wailing into it, like worms just fly out from its sleeves and its face as you're sort of attacking it.
Neat.
Next up is one of the Shadow Fae Guardians. Yeah, he's gonna toss a javelin at this thing. 12 hit. For 7 points of damage. Okay, so yeah, he tosses a javelin and he's gonna like back up here. Sim, you are up. You see as Rando scales on the ceiling and jumps down on the other side of this set of flames.
Ooh. So I'm seeing these creatures attack the worms as well, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm not worried about them. And this is a bridge, right?
Yeah, it's like a marble bridge, and about 10 feet below it are these green flames, and you see like figures are sort of moving around in it.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, so I'm just going to fire a couple of these at the guy across the way.
Alrighty. One of them hits. Yeah, it blasts into him. Kelladrey, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna try a moonbeam to cast moonbeam.
Okay.
When the creature enters the spell area, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause severe pain, and it takes 2d10 radiant damage.
Yeah, at the start of its turn. So yeah, you're doing it just at like the end of this room?
Yes.
Like right on top of them? Okay. Yeah, so this moonbeam starts shining down on this worm creature. Anything else from Kelladrey?
I think that's all I can do right now.
You got 2 attacks, don't you? 2 actions.
Okay. So
Or does that work differently now? I forget.
Yeah, that'd be her action. She can move.
Gotcha.
Or she could prepare Shillelagh.
I'll just do that, and I'll hold a Shillelagh that comes towards me.
Okay. The other Shadow Fae Guardian will similarly swing a javelin and hit for 13. Alrighty. Next up is my Wormheart, and he will strike out twice at Rando.
I gotta move my character so I can see what's happening. I'm peeking.
Does a 13 or 16 hit?
If it roll, I have a 16 AC. Does that hit?
Yeah, so 16 will hit.
16 hits.
So roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's not good.
Oh lord. So you take 2 damage, but you see, so this creature sort of leans over top of you and just vomits out worms. And as you're sort of smacking them off, you see they start to burrow into your actual body.
Ew.
That sucks.
Gross.
Yeah, so you're infected with parasitic worms.
Can we like help to try like pull them out?
You
Maybe,
can attempt that when it gets to it, but Papaw's up.
Gross. You're muted.
So what?
You're up.
muted.
Oh, shit. My bad.
So you would have just seen Rando had these worms just sort of thrown on him, and they burrow into him.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be involved in that. I'm going to yell back down the thing. I said, drag him this way, and then go back around the corner. Why aren't we fighting him on the Brazilian strip over the fire? Yeah, you ain't got to be Stonewall Jackson to know you don't want to fight in the basement.
Anything else for Papaw?
Pawpaw's going to hold the rest of his action. You know,
Rando, you are up.
the master tactician.
Rando's gonna attack again. Let's see. So I get guy.
Oh, dang. Yeah, all of those landing at 23. Lord, he is almost dead from Rando's barrage.
Nice. Rando, you've been killing it tonight.
You just see like more and more of these worms just sort of pour out from him as you're landing these blows. He almost seems to be deflating as you go.
Where are the worms?
Huh?
Where are the worms going?
They're just sort of like crawling on the ground. Some of them are falling down into the fire below.
That's cool.
And I hesitate to give him a attack, but I guess I'll try it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and turn and run back this way.
Okay.
So, yeah.
One of these Shadow Fae will move back. Sim, you are up.
So yeah, I'm just gonna lob 2 more at it.
Alrighty. Okay, and that'll do it. Sim blasts off these last 2 arcs of energy. Rando and the Shadow Fae, you see them sort of come out of each of your peripherals and soar in and spin this creature around, and it just deflates on the ground. Worms just crawling out of it, writhing on the ground. And you all are out of combat.
No, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Can someone get these worms out of me?
Yes. Everybody's left you alone.
Give me a medicine check, Kelladrey. So these worms, you are able to sort of tell that they're burrowed down into them, and likely won't be able to be removed except with magical intervention.
Neat.
But you imagine that they will continue to burrow in and slowly kill Rando until they're removed.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's exciting.
That's not a lot. That's pretty nightmarish.
Yeah. Can I like treat them? I think I have like a Here. I have a healer's kit.
Yeah, so you need like something like a spell or something to remove them.
Oh. Can I like tie a rope around them so at least we can tell where they go?
I mean, they're small and sort of like burrowed in, like into his arm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tie a tourniquet around the top of his arm, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Alrighty. And that leaves a door to the north. Unless, what are you guys doing? What do you want to do?
Well, we still gotta get that last one. If we keep getting hits like this, we're gonna be hurting soon. Well, we're gonna run out of hands to carry the bodies out. And by bodies, I mean our bodies.
We got Swole 1 and Swole 2.
We do got Swoles McGee and Jack McNugget.
Big McLarge Huge.
I guess we should go through the door on the other end, right? Y'all want to call it for now and finish it next time. Yeah.
So there's basically one more scene,
Right.
behind this door and the funeral pyre. So we could finish it up in just a few minutes, or to give you an idea, or we can finish it up next time.
Let's finish it up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so opening this last door. This sepulcher rings with unearthly screams as the wraith of a husky half-elf plunges its dagger into a set of worms around it, killing them, and then turns to you and goes, "Are you next?"
Nope.
We're here to put your soul to rest.
More like break into my tomb. And she sort of gestures the daggers towards you.
I'll wave the candle at him.
Seeing the candle, you see this sort of recognition in her eyes, and she just fades away, leaving her sarcophagus behind her.
Nice.
So if we check the room, we'll find what?
So you find her body, yeah, so much like the other one, this one does not seem to have much in terms of treasure. However, her body has what seems to be a magical dagger, and a set of glamored studded leather that looks like a flowing robe with a flame embroidered collar.
Yes, please, Bibs.
You got all this purple junk all over yours.
I'll go ahead and tell you that the dagger is a dagger of venom.
Okay.
Venom?
The other two treasures you found are +1 weapons. So it's a +1 longsword and a +1 longbow.
Okay.
Did you say it was a dagger of denim?
Venom. A dagger of denim, yes.
a dagger of the Canadian tuxedo.
And also, similar to the other room, in the western corner, yeah, right there, is a statue of Tamande with her daggers crossed in front of her.
Let's move it.
Yeah, and Rando, with your extreme strength, you're easily able to open this up, and it opens up into the funeral pyre room from before. So yeah, we can move everybody in there.
What's the cloak called?
What now?
What's the cloak called?
It's called glamored studded leather.
Okay.
Can you wear medium armor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure she can. You're a druid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can wear leather. So yeah, that just leaves this Do you move the body onto this last pyre? Or
Yeah.
this last body onto the pyre? Yeah, as you toss it in, the final spirit rises up above the funeral pyre and says, "You have released us. What can we do for you?"
Get us out of here.
We're looking for dragons.
The 4 dragons were located thus, and they'll tell you that the black dragon was left in the home of the dwarves. A blue dragon was left at the edge of their territory. You all knew that they knew where those 2 were already. The other 2, if I can pull a map up. Hold on. Do I have this on the map? I do not. I might have to pull this up on something so you all can see it. Basically, the red dragon is, I think it's called the Flame Tongue Mountains, which are to the south of your current area, like on a different map.
Okay.
Where the flame giants dwell is where they describe it. And the white dragon is located at the home of, or near the home of, sorry, lost the name, of Rainbow, on an island to the west.
Excellent.
They'll also offer to empower one of their relics before they leave. So either the candle, the sword or longbow, or the dagger of venom.
What are the sword and longbow?
They're just +1. They're just a +1 longbow and a +1 longsword.
And
You
what's
say
the candle?
empower, what do you mean?
Huh?
When you say empower, what do you mean?
They will make it an improved version in some sense.
Oh my gosh, I love your mom's laughs.
That's right.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Sounds like that was amazing.
So, which would you like to empower? The candle, the sword, the longbow, or the dagger?
What does the candle do?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the candle actually do other than purposes?
It seems to be they'll explain that it's a candle of daylight, currently.
So I definitely shouldn't have put it out.
You can relight it. That's perfectly
Right.
fine. But they will empower it for you, if you want. Or any of the other weapons.
That candle served us pretty good. Does it have any other uses?
Burning bodies.
Yeah.
Staying lit for a long time. Hey,
Which would you like to do, guys?
So I think Kelladrey's the one that took the bow, right?
I would like the bow. I haven't gotten it.
I think that's probably the best bet, unless one of y'all planning on using the other stuff. Nah.
That's good with Sim.
The
Wait,
bow?
what's the bow called?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll see the 3 spirits come together, and the bow starts to sort of shake, and you see as it becomes empowered with their energy, it becomes a +1 vicious longbow.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
I'm seeing vicious longbow.
Yeah.
Longbow.
So it's that plus 1.
how do you do the macro for that in the thing?
You should be able to just take it and do plus 1 on it.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you roll a 20, so when you crit with it, it'll do an extra 2d6 damage to your target. On top of your crit damage. And the spirits will fade away after that. The two Shadow Fae Guardians will thank you for the assistance in getting the information they were after. And we can, did you guys want to go ahead and go out, or we can end it here and pick up?
What?
Did you guys want to go ahead and end it here, or do anything else before we ended it?
I'd like to tell the buff twins, like, y'all ought to come back with us, just for, we'll put in a good word for you, that you helped.
They'll agree. They'll agree to that.
Nice. And if things go real bad for them, we might have a job for them working boat. We'd have surprise into this campaign. We have a navy.
All right. So yeah, you guys head out of the tomb and eventually make your way back up the spiral staircase, leading you back to the Temple of the Raven Queen, where we will pick up next time. Meet Trina back there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Catch you next time.